Yeah, I think instead of dice, I'm going to have you draw cards like pair dot to beat the threshold. And then if it's the same colour, it's a full success if you beat it. But if you beat it but it's a different colour, it's a partial success.
Alright, boy. Just shuffle them cards and deal me one. How about turn off this here tarnation music?
Options.
Where'd I put my name at?
Oh, I wonder who this goblin with the cowboy hat is.
Can't sign it.
Dagnabbit.
What's up, Doc?
You just hit edit prom, you can change the name.
I'm gonna be Promer OP.
Okay, I'm gonna be.
In the journal as I'm talking about. Once you've done the journal, if you go to the bottom of the chat, you can pick what character you're speaking as, and that'll change the
It'll be Albuquerque Jim.
avatar.
I probably spelled it wrong.
Well, that's alright, because I don't think a lot of cowboys could read or write. Oh, you just changed your account's name.
Yeah. You like that?
Yeah, that's definitely not how you spell it.
Yeah. So I thought when I was spelling it, I was like, that's not right, but I get it.
To be fair, I used to live in Albuquerque, and I couldn't even tell you if that's correct or not.
You're running
Yeehaw.
Albuquerque Jim?
There we go. I'm five-fingered Pete.
I know ALB, and that's about it.
Okay, personalization.
Is that because Pete was fingered by 5 fingers?
Ah!
It is
I was
now.
gonna make six-fingered Pete and have like a severed finger as his magic item, but I decided
Okay, why doesn't it change my icon despite me doing the... Both images are set to my... Oh, there we go!
Good job, Cowpoke.
There we go, cowpoke. Oh, we got a snake oil salesman. Oh, and it just reverted back to my avatar. Okay. You know what? I don't care enough to keep trying and fix this.
this here elixir will heal all that ails you.
Is it whiskey?
Whiskey. I got rum.
Okay, so everyone got their characters done then?
Yes, I do. I can send you a copy of it if you want.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
I'm kind of working on mine still.
Clawman.
Yeah, I just named it after the thing.
I had to put the notebook one since that's where I couldn't fit the magic coin in there.
You get 2 abilities, Dave?
Oh, I get 2. Fuck.
Yeah.
I thought I just got the 1.
No. Yeah, whiskey plus Sullivan.
Sure.
I'd be a vampire.
Oh, start with 2 of your class.
Yeah.
I missed that line. Okay, I will take tough as nails.
There's supposed to be $6 on there. I just couldn't find a place to put the money yet.
Alright, cool.
Did you start with money?
Yeah, I decided to start with money instead of some of the other stuff.
Ah, okay.
You start at level 1, Alex.
Okay.
Slick, gunslinger, lower man.
So in the starting gear, it says take 3 uses of tools and adventuring gear? Or is that just one or the other? Or the $2 cash?
One or the other.
Okay.
Yeah, I just use all 3 uses on money, so I have $6.
No. You get 3 uses of tools, or 3 uses of adventure gear, or $2.
Oh, I thought it was 3 uses of tools or 3 uses of adventure. Like you could mix and match, or
No.
oh, then I'll just start with tools.
You getting there, Bort?
Yeah. Just trying to get all my just got my started gear. For the gunslinger, like extra pistol or special bullet, is that the thing that I have to start with an injury for, or
No, you don't start with an injury for that one.
That's the occult items, if I remember right.
Like the supernatural item.
oh, okay.
Like if you want to start with like a monkey's paw or something.
Okay, cool. So I'll take the I'll take the special bullet. That sounds fun.
Yeah, so like I was saying, it probably can be a silver bullet for werewolves, a wooden bullet for vampires, a blessed bullet for like demons, or what other magic contraption you want to come up with.
Do I have to like define it now or later?
Now you can just define it when you're going to shoot it. And it's not like one single bullet, like, you know, it's like a load of bullets you can have.
Okay, fantastic. That's great. Okay,
As well as your regular bullets for your guns.
nice. And I picked quick draw and fan hammer.
Cool, so 2 gunslingers, but they're different.
I have quick draw as well. I'm thinking about changing Hawkeye though.
You sure you don't want to just shoot your pistol in the air and then somehow hit someone from far away?
That's what I was thinking. I'll keep it. That might be my thing. I might just start shooting wildly in the air.
Every time you shoot in the air, a bird falls out of the sky.
You played too much Red Dead Redemption. You're just really good at shooting birds in the sky.
Get out of here, varmints!
Yeah,
Falls
so,
out of the sky, like knocks somebody out.
so you're all part of a band of outlaws, and through information you've gathered, you've heard that there's a stagecoach coming up from south. It's came from Mexico, crossed into Arizona, and you've planned to ambush it just before it reaches the border with Utah. The plan is you're going to rob the stagecoach, steal the gold, and then ride north into Utah and hide out in a remote town called Sweet Haven for a day or 2 before you meet up with your contacts to move the gold and get some money.
Yeehaw!
You can discuss and arrange your sales wherever you want to ambush them, but the spot you've chosen is a very obvious spot to ambush someone, so they're probably expecting it when they arrive here. And it's going to be through a kind of narrow gulch valley, so that you can get them from either side.
That cowboy's as big as the horse.
So you can plan out how you actually want to do the ambush for when they arrive.
I'm just gonna be sitting on a rock right off the road, just smoking a pipe with my cane leaning against the rock.
And then what?
That's it. I'm just gonna be out in the open.
All right, cowpoke.
Actually, also be like kind of like sitting next to him, probably just like playing cards with just like playing like by myself solitaire or something.
So you two are just out in the open on the road pathway, plain to see.
I'm in fancy clothes, so they might not think I'm an outlaw.
Out here in the middle of the desert.
Yes.
See, Sebastian Sib Hertzman dresses in the only finest of Sunday affairs. That's not to say he dresses like a dandy. Now, dandies don't come out in the wilds of the deserts. No. He dresses in a good old overcoat and a jacket with a good cravat and a pulled down hat. He's got his gun and he's got his badge of authority. Now, why is he an outlaw? That is an excellent question. Even he doesn't know. He's got plenty of booze up in him, and he probably heard it was a good way to make a couple of dollars.
All right, there, Foghorn Leghorn.
I'm on my fourth drink. Don't worry.
So is Seb also brazen, just out in the open?
No. Actually, no. He's gonna find the nearest shitty's location to get his pistol out and waiting for them to pass by.
Yeah, I want to hide in the shade as well. It's hot in the desert.
Yeah, I never understood why people wear such thick clothes and like so many layers while they're in the Wild West deserts.
Stop you getting burned. You want to be
I was thinking I was
covered?
gonna be one. I think I'll be one of those cowboys that wears overalls and has nothing else on but the overalls.
Have you got like the little round hat?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a sombrero.
Ooh, perfect.
So they know that it's my calling card. It's how they
So they
know
think
that
it
I-
makes it.
Yeah. But I got overalls on, so they're gonna be confused and perplexed. They're gonna be like, what's going on? What's going on here?
Dark, that means you need some Mexico banjo music for when he challenges someone to a duel.
Albuquerque Jim doesn't duel people.
I'm pretty sure I
Shoot some-
deleted that music after the last time.
Oh. That makes sense.
I'll do some shapes here to show the formation as they approach. You got two riders approaching out in front, on horseback obviously. Behind them is the stagecoach itself. And then to the rear of the stagecoach is another 4 horsemen.
Do they appear to be normal humans, or are they some kind of demons that we can tell?
Or some kind of subhuman race.
Does anyone have a telescope or anything that would let you see at a long distance?
Is a telescope covered by? Hang on, let me check my equipment.
Fancy
Tools
item.
or fancy item?
Fancy item could well be one, yes. I don't know if you ever seen True Grit where he pulls out the German crafted telescope.
Is that the really long one?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, but you
Where's
could have
the
a fancy
bang
for that,
on
yeah.
All right. I will already blow my fancy item on that then.
I was gonna say I got the Hawkeye ability. I can spot a target a mile away. If that helps any.
Either of those would work, yes. So for the people that have something like that, you can see the 2 guys out in front just look like ordinary cowfolk. They probably got something approximating a uniform that would identify them as law enforcement.
Let me see if I can find my wand.
And the rider and the driver on the coach also look human. It's maybe more difficult to see the guys at the back.
I guess as they approach, I'll try to flag them down, shouting something about how we got ambushed and our carriage got hijacked.
Okay, so you want to just yell. They're going like full pelt towards you, and you want to just like yell at them and step out in front.
On the side of the road.
Okay, how many dots you got in flashy?
2.
You have deception, don't you? Okay,
I do.
pull 3 cards. Going to be difficult, so oh well, you've lost it already.
Wow.
Yeah, you step out, you raise your hand, you shout at them, and they hit their horses to go faster, coming straight towards you.
Could I attempt to shoot one of the horses on the stagecoach in an attempt to slow down the stagecoach or stop it altogether?
Can indeed.
Nice.
So that, well, how are you taking a shot? Are you like aiming up carefully? Or are you just like blasting it? You try to do a quick shot? What?
Carefully, I'm gonna carefully try to shoot a horse right in the head and put it down.
So you
How
have,
do you get rid of cards?
you have 1 dot in that, and you have 1 dot for the shooting skill, and then another dot for Hawkeye. So you can draw 3 cards.
Nice.
Pretty easy to go against that, because horses are pretty big. Yes, full success. So you shoot one of the horses, there's 4 of them pulling the coach, and the horse, maybe you've hit like the upper leg or something, and it stumbles and crashes. The other horses crash over the top of it, and the whole stagecoach topples over to the side and slides along the ground, coming to a crashing halt. The 4 horsemen behind immediately like pull up, draw up either side of it and behind it. The other 2 that are already out in front, they're already committed. They're still coming like straight towards you all.
I'm gonna flip my coin. I want to see what happens. Unless
Okay.
they want to do something first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll for sure fan the hammer.
That was my battle cry, by the way.
Oh, I found $1.
What?
Here, let me. Should I post what my coin does, or does that make it less fun? Dark.
Yeah, post up so we can see what it has.
It's the coin of unfortunate luck. If you get an odd, you get a bad thing. If you get an even, you get a good thing.
Oh, I love it.
So I got a 2, so I found $1.
Convenient animal.
Pulling
attack.
his gun, getting ready, flips the coin, looks down, and is like, ooh, a penny.
They just like the horses just jump at me and they just go right over me or something.
Fan hammer. So, I guess that's flashy, yeah?
Flashy or quick or whatever you think.
Well, I mean, if you try to shoot multiple guys, who are you shooting in particular?
Definitely gonna shoot like as many of the horsemen as possible.
So the 2 riders out in front that are coming towards you.
Yeah, I was hoping to get some of the at least a couple in the 4 in the back if I could, but
Yeah, well, as groupings go, it'd be the 4 guys at the coach, and the guys that fell off the coach, or the 2 that are riding out front towards you.
yeah, I'll get the 2 out front, closest threats.
I guess it could be quick or flashy, it's your choice.
I was going for quick because I feel like this is all happening pretty fast now.
Okay, so how many dots you got in quick?
2.
So that's 2 cards, and then you've got shooting skill, that's 3 cards. Average difficulty here. Jeez, I keep trying really hard. You're looking to beat the queen.
So do I click on it or do I drag it? I'm a little
Drag.
confused. Okay.
Our ace is high or low?
Low.
Oof.
Yeah, shit.
What's the third card?
Okay, so you step out and you're like finding the hammer, bang, 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 bang. These guys turn their horses around about and just to swerve to the side and avoid your fan of bullets. The two of them draw their pistols as they circle around and they come back around to face you. So Seb, what do you want to do?
All right. So they're coming in on our green man. So I'm gonna take out my pistol and lean in there a good old shot and take a shot at the lead guy. Just a single well-aimed shot. What do I do? Just draw a card?
How many dots do you have in careful?
I got 2 dots in careful.
So that's going to be drawing 2 cards.
All right. I drew a jack and I drew a red queen.
Oh shit!
And your queen beats my jack. So that's a partial success, yes. So you like one shot, well aimed, at the guy who's circling around in front. You strike him square in the shoulder, he drops his gun and he falls off his horse. The other guy, the second one, he's already drawn his pistol and he's going to shoot at the guy who's not paying attention and who is picking up $1.
Haha, it's my lucky day. I found $1.
Could I make an attempt to shoot his gun or something out of his hand?
Yes, you can.
Nice. Would that be like a flashy thing, or?
If you're making it flashy, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be flashy. So I draw 3.
This is probably difficult. Man, I keep drawing high.
Man.
Sure, so you're like spinning the gun in your hand and then take the shot, trying to knock it out of his hand. You miss completely. And then you hear gunshots coming from the direction of the stagecoach. The 4 guys there, 2 of them have jumped off their horses, gotten behind the stagecoach. The driver looks as if he's been crushed and he's dead. The guy that was sitting beside him has now rolled over the top of the stagecoach and readied his rifle to take aim at you. You're going to take an injury.
What? I get to pick the injury?
You can pick the injury out. It'll just be gunshot wound.
Okay, yeah, I'll just do that.
Sorry, not injury.
Ouch.
You take a harm. So you just take 1 harm, just fill in 1 box. Keep forgetting which game I'm playing.
I will.
Okay.
Once the gunfight starts, I'm going to take my $1 and just jump behind something, any kind of cover.
A rock or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, the gun starts sounding.
Yeah, I think I'll try to take cover behind a boulder or something as well.
I think those blasted bandits are back trying to steal my $1.
Tarnation.
As soon as I get behind the rock, I'm gonna take my hat off and set it on the edge of the rock to make it look like I'm just peeking my head out. And I'm gonna sneak away somewhere else.
Okay, pull cards for your sneaky and then 1 for stealth if you have it.
I have deception, since I'm trying to trick them with my hat.
Nah, it's not really what that is. Stealth is for actually sneaking. Just difficulty. Sure, you place your hat down, almost immediately a bullet strikes it and it spins in the air and lands on the ground. You take a step out from the side of the boulder and the dust just kicks up in front of you where a bullet strikes.
Hey boy, you forgot your hat! was almost say to him.
And the one guy on his horse out in front is still just like going round in circles, and as he circles round every now and again, he's like firing shots off in your direction as he tries to retreat. What do you want to do?
Me?
Whoever wants to do something.
I'm actually just gonna go ahead and use one of my special bullets. Hopefully, use like an explosive bullet, perhaps?
Okay, so your special bullets are explosives.
Nah.
No?
No. And I'll try to shoot at the closest guy that's trying to retreat.
Just beat a 7. Which you do comfortably. Okay, yeah, so you load your special bullet. Take one shot, fire it off. It strikes him, and there's just this puff of smoke and a short explosion as bits of his arms go flying in separate directions, and a massive hole is blown in his chest. His head spirals up backwards and falls behind his horse, which just gallops off into the distance with his lower waist and legs still attached.
Well, that's just the most disturbing thing I'd ever did see.
Now imagine you're just some cowpoke tended to your farm, and all of a sudden that gallops up towards you.
You can hear one of the guys behind the coach with a gruff voice shout out, "They got Johnny!"
Fuck Johnny.
Back, the next of you are, the rest of you are next if you don't, surrender.
I'm gonna try to carefully shoot the guy with the rifle.
Okay, so one card for each dot for careful, one for shooting.
While he's doing that, I want to flip my coin and see if anything good happens.
Oh my god, I keep going so high.
Oh, something good happened.
Choose the outcome and who it affects. Yeah, you fire, you miss wildly, the rifle guy. He turns his
But-
attention to you.
Dark, and then the rifle guy fires, his gun misfires, and the bullet explodes.
Yeah, there's a loud bang, a puff of smoke, and you can hear someone go, "Ah, god damn it!" The rifle guy falls over backwards behind the stagecoach.
Did you get him?
Nope. I don't know what happened. I think his gun broke. Did it break or did it just like jam?
It backfires, so it blows up in his eye, and he falls backwards, clutching his eye.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
Seb, you can see one of the guys behind the coach, like, pulling his horse down and trying to clamber on its back.
Wait, I'm sorry, what'd you say?
You see one of the guys that are behind the stagecoach pull his horse over and then try to clamber on its back while the others give him cover.
I am gonna shoot the damn horse. So that's gonna be with a careful.
So pull your
So I'm gonna
cards for
draw
that.
2.
It's an easy hit horse. Nope.
Ripperino.
Yep, you lean out, take a careful shot, and there's just a volley of gunfire comes in your direction from the others giving him cover. You're going to take 1 harm.
I have tough as nails, reduced the harm by 1.
Okay, so you do not take harm. It just like bounces off your shoulder.
Or something, yeah. 'Cause I'd rather kill animals than kill the people on the animals.
That rider
Yeehaw!
gets onto the back of his horse, and one of the other guys slaps it on the backside, and the horse takes off in the direction away from you.
Can I go ahead and try to shoot the guy?
Sure.
I wanna also try to shoot him. Help you out.
So careful shots, because it'll be like a long distance kind of one.
Yeah, I don't have any dots in careful though.
You need to, you need to match the king.
Fuck. So if I don't have dots, how many cards do I draw?
You draw 2 and you use the worst one.
Oh man.
Come on, 2 kings.
Come on, 2 kings. Joker.
Decidedly not.
Really do it separate for the second guy. It's a little easier with a 10 for Alex.
An 8.
Yes, Lady Luck shines on you. As the guy takes off, you aim up a careful shot. There's a pop, and then after a second, the guy just kind of like flails forward on his horse, and the horse continues to ride off with him slumped over it. Nine red. So there's still 3 guys lined up behind the coach. One of them is blinded.
I'm gonna see if I can like try to duck, run out from behind the boulder and try to circle around to like a flank.
Okay, so I've got a quick roll. Quick draw. Fairly difficult to do under fire. Oh my god.
God dang it.
It's brilliant drawing this shit, man.
You gotta stop drawing first, that's it.
Bro, I just suck at dice and rolling.
Sure, you roll out from the boulder to get behind one of the fallen horses, and as you do so, you catch a bullet in the side, so you're going to take a harm.
Ow!
And then you're kind of like pinned down there behind this horse.
Yeah.
I want to quickly fire off a shot at one of them behind the stagecoach.
So, quick draw.
Yeah. So that's going to be 3 cards since I have 2 in quick and 1 in
Yes,
shooting.
so I should say at this time, anytime you want to take an extra card, you take a stress. Yeah, but
What
you're
do you
fine because
mean?
you're beating that anyway.
Okay.
Yes, you take a quick shot, just a pot shot at one of the guys. He seems to be the one that's sort of marshalling them, giving directions, and he goes down and just disappears behind the coach.
I wanna raise my hands into the air and yell, I surrender. Stop shooting, I surrender, I surrender.
Tell your friends to drop the weapons.
I don't know who these people are. They took me hostage.
And we'll do it again.
You hear one of them like yelling back from behind the stage. Now, y'all boys are going to be in some trouble shooting with the marshals.
Who?
U.S. Marshals.
Never heard of her.
I'm gonna shout back, I am a marshal!
You lying son of a bitch. And there's just like pew pew.
Surrender, boy.
Stop shooting. I'm a judge in the next city over. These ruffians took me hostage. You gotta help. Should I roll deception for that, or they just don't care right now?
I think it will be impossible to convince them of that at this moment.
I feel like they've seen you shoot at them.
You've kind of got them like pinned down and outnumbered now. But
There's only one left?
But they still, well, there's two of them, but they still have the stagecoach as shielding.
Are they both on the same side of the stagecoach?
Yes. It's
I want
overturned
to-
and you're on the other side.
I want to walk towards it and try to stay out of their line of sight.
Okay, so you want to try and do what Rat Pack,
Just-
or Pack Rat rather, wasn't able to do.
Sure.
You quick, sneaky, what do you want to go for?
Sneaky. Try to stay out. Try to stay where they can't see me.
Alright, so it's 2 cards. Against my 2. Ooh, that's pulled low. That is a partial success because it's a different colour. So, yeah, you get around the side of them. But you're still not all the way around where you have like clear shot to them, so they still have cover from you. But you're away from the rock face where you are, and they haven't, like, or maybe they have noticed where you've gone to.
I just want to stay where they can't see me yet.
Yeah, maybe they've kind of seen the direction you're going in, but there's a lot of rock face there and they don't know exactly where you're hiding. They continue to like pop up over the top and take shots and then duck down behind. So what do you just want to do now? You can hear the one voice shouting against it, I'm going to give y'all one more chance to throw down your weapons.
I already did.
I'll give you to the count of 5. 1.
Alright, here, hold on, here. I'm gonna make a shot at him.
Okay, which one you drawing with?
Probably quick.
It's 2 cards for you, and then 1 for Shin. Against 2 again. I only got 4s. Okay, 6, so... Yes, your quick shot once again pops 1, you just see the side of his skull go spinning off in one direction and he falls backwards.
Alright, I surrender.
Alright, Pack Rat, you want to draw for that? That's how you call these.
Is the last guy the guy that's blind in one eye?
What's mine? Is there a 9? Pack Rat shoots with his explosive bullet. It goes past the stagecoach and strikes the rock face behind it with a massive explosion. A bunch of rocks come like tumbling down behind the stagecoach and a cloud of dust envelops them, blocking their line of sight.
While he can't see, I want to sneak up behind him.
What did you want to do, Dave?
I don't know if I actually ever said what I wanted to do.
That's I'm asking you. What do you want to do?
Oh, well, if they're turning tail and running, I might as well just let them run and wait until. Okay, so I was actually sorry. I'm a little bit more upfront. I was away when this was going down. I like half heard what was going on. So what did I miss?
There's one guy blinded behind the coach. There's one guy who's still alive behind the coach. Everyone else has like been taken out. The explosion went off from Swindle's bullet, which caused like an avalanche behind them, and covered the whole overturned stagecoach in dust.
Okay, no, I'm gonna come up on the stagecoach And the guy who's hiding behind, I'm gonna pull my gun on him and say, "Now drop it there, boy."
It's probably flashy. I take it you want to go for forceful though. So you want to pull 2 cards for me, Dave?
Sure. I have 1 dot in forceful.
Yeah.
4. Oof.
I got 9. Yeah, you run over, you jump on top of the stagecoach, and your foot goes like right through one of the armor panelings where the windows would have been. And as your foot goes through that, you can feel it like kick against someone inside, although there's no sound or response from them. It kind of distracts you for a second. You look down, you look up, and you see the guy that was behind the one you were running for. Has got like his pistol cocked against your head.
Look, I'm made of whiskey, iron, and stone. I'm gonna draw my gun and take a shot at him. How about that?
You want to draw a card for quick?
Okay.
It's going to be very difficult. Oh my god.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
You go to quickly draw your gun, and he's not taking any chances, and he fires his gun point blank at your skull. You're going to take 3 harm.
Okay, so I'll take 2. Oof. Yeah, I'm just gonna collapse onto the sand.
I guess that like you've got like a steel plate inside your head that just like causes the bullet to ricochet out again.
Or he's just, look, I'm just built differently, okay?
From where I am behind them both, I'm just gonna shout, "Oh look, it's the marshals! We're all saved!" And then if he looks over there, I want to shoot him in the head.
Flashy, because you're getting his attention.
Is that still is that deception?
Deception, sure. You still don't beat my queen.
I got a joker.
Oh, did you? That's a jack.
No, that's a
No,
joker.
look, there's a joker.
Oh, okay, I couldn't
and a
see it.
jack.
It was underneath the deck for me. Sure, he turns around, swivels with his gun to shoot at you, but between the dust and whatnot, he's like too slow. You get him square in the chest, and he does that thing where he's like arms spread out and he fires a couple of times into the sky and falls backwards against the stagecoach and slumps to the ground. There's only one guy left on his hands and feet with one hand covering his bleeding eye. And he's like fumbling around in the dust.
I want to run up and interrogate him.
I want to try to get into the stagecoach, see what shiny things are in there.
Okay, so Albuquerque Jim, you run up, jump over the stagecoach or around it, and grab the guy who's only got one eye now, and is fumbling around for his rifle. Packrat, you run up to the armoured stagecoach, which is up on its side. The door is obviously locked. Seb is like on top of it, and his foot is like falling through one of the panelling, which is falling in.
Fucking get your leg out of the damn thing, Seb. What are you doing fucking around for?
Sep is just laying on the ground. Like, not even maybe half conscious.
Seb is taking
Seb
a
needs a
somehow
doctor.
both brutally debilitating and non-lethal shot to the head at point blank. Somehow.
I'm just built differently, okay?
And you are built incorrectly, is what you are.
There's no way that man should be alive.
Looks like we might have to take you to a barber. Get
I'll
that taken out.
I'll use one of my adventuring gear bits and try to like throw like some bandages around his head. Just like, gosh dang it, we're supposed to be getting some shiny shit, and I gotta patch you up. Fucking useless.
Just get his ass out of the way, and I'll open the damn door.
I'm working on it. Fucking.
The guy with one eye is like pleading with Jim. He's like, please, mister, don't kill me. I got a wife and kids at home.
What's their names?
That's what everyone says.
Mary and John.
Oh, that's fucking easy. He's lying as shit.
Yeah, don't lie to me, boy.
No, I wouldn't lie to you, sir.
Tell us who has the key or we'll shoot you in the foot.
He points down at the guy who had the side of his head blown off. He's got like a big bushy white mustache.
I want to go through his pockets and see if he has any money. And the key, of course.
Yeah, he's got $3 on him. And a ring of keys.
Well, let's see if we can get this. Are the wheels still intact in the carriage?
Probably, yeah.
Let's see if we can get this flipped over.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's heavy. But you could get on top of it and open the door.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that while he's while they're interrogating and trying to fix up Seb.
You jump on top of it and you can see where the paneling is caved in through that gap, that there's a body inside.
Now, what do we have here? Do I have a bad feeling about this? I have intuition.
Yeah, is there any sign of like life on the inside, or?
You have a point clever, you can draw 2 cards. Pete. Yeah, you have a bad feeling about this, but that body is not moving. Yeah, something doesn't feel right.
Jim, ask him what this is in here. Why is there a body with all this, Do I
What's
see
the
the
body in the wagon, boy?
Oh, that's just Scooch. Scooch,
What's
don't shoot
Scooch?
him. They
Tell
got me out
Scooch
here.
come out.
Scooch, come on out now. Be a good boy. There's no answer.
They ain't about to miss your other eye. If Scooch don't get out here, boy.
Scooch, quit messing around in there. There's like no answer or sounds of movement or anything.
I got a bad feeling about this, boys.
What's the what could possibly have gone wrong? We've already shot and killed most everybody.
Alright, you open the door then. I'll toss him the keys.
Fuck it. Yeah,
What if we make this kind gentleman open the door for us?
I am actively unlocking the door already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a clunk as you turn the key and you throw the door open, and just a cloud of mustiness comes pouring out. It irritates the inside of your nostrils.
I think Scooch might be dead.
Do I see any shiny?
There is a large chest, quite ornate looking and heavily padlocked, that's turned over inside the coach. And there is a body lying kind of like half underneath it with its legs and arms sticking out.
It looks like Scooch has a little bit of a headache from that tumble they took.
Yeah, completely ignoring the corpse. I'm just gonna try to get the loot out. Like if I can open up the chest with the key, I'll do that. But if I can, I'll at least try to get the chest out.
So you want to climb into the stagecoach and lift out the chest.
Yes, sir.
You drop inside of it. It's dark inside. It feels cold in here, even though it's, you know, it should be roasting in this heat. The mustiness is so foul it like stings your eyes and causes them to water. You pay no attention to the corpse and the condition it's in, and you just wrap your arms around the chest and try to heave it, and it's extremely heavy. But that's probably a good sign.
Needs a lot of shiny.
With some effort, you're able to like hoist it and push it out of the entrance outside.
I'm pretty sure fucking Hooch has been dead a while. He stinks like all hell.
I don't like this. This smells like some kind of witchcraft or whatnot.
Just hurry up and like figure out open up this chest. I don't know if the key works or not. Come on, we want to get paid.
All right. I'll go over there and try to figure out how to open the lock.
Are you climbing? Sorry, you go.
He pushed it out, didn't he?
Oh, you go, Dave.
No, I was just gonna get up and keep an eye out for any more law, man.
Yeah, you stand up, your ears are ringing, everything's a little kind of woozy. You like cough and then spit blood, spit it out on the ground.
Does he just sneeze and a bullet just flies out?
Pack rat, are you climbing out of the coach?
I'll yeah, if I can get the chest out, I'll follow it because I am focused on the treasure.
Sure. So you throw that out, put your arms up, and go to pull yourself out of the stagecoach, and you feel a hand wrap around your ankle.
Oh shit. Try to immediately kick whoever the fuck just grabbed me.
What happened, Jack? What's going on?
You kick your foot down, and there's like a cloud of dust just goes up, and you hear like the rattling of bones as your foot crushes through the skeleton covered in clothes.
What in the fuck shit?
I'll hearing the commotion, I'll go over and try to pull the chest away from him so that he can get out.
You have the ability for picking locks, right?
Yes.
Do you have tools on you?
Yes.
Yeah, just spend a tool and you can pop that lock.
Alright, I'll use my tool to open it. Now let's see what these boys died fighting for.
You
Am I
open
still
it.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
Am I still being held, or did I manage to like?
No, you
break
kick
free?
down and you like just shatter the bones of the skeleton. There's nothing.
Yeah, I'll definitely clamber up and like just keep an eye on what grabbed me.
Yeah, the guy that's in there is not even a body; it's just a skeleton covered in clothes. You
Does
pop open
Albert-
you
Sorry,
pop open
sorry.
the chest, and it is chock full of bars of gold.
Hooray, we're rich.
There, you guessed there's at least 24 bars of gold in there.
Now let's see.
There's definitely some witchcraft going on around here. Fucking Scooch or Hooch or whatever the fuck his name is. He's like dead. He's been dead. But he's not like completely dead. Like he's the weird kind of dead.
What do you got to say about that, Mr. Lawman?
What's going on in that cart, Marshall?
I don't know what you're talking about. If he's dead, y'all must have killed him.
Which one's John?
I thought
Said
this
he's
was John.
Is a skeleton in there though, right?
Skeleton? Well, that can't be possible.
I fucking like grab like a bone, like I'll grab like an arm and just wave it around.
Well, that don't make no sense. He was fine this morning.
I guess there's no answers here. Look, come on, let's get this gold as far away from here as possible.
Well, what do we do with Mr. Marshall here first?
As you ask that question, I'm gonna shoot him.
Well, that answers that question.
I mean, duh. 24 bars splits better 4 ways than 5.
Why would we split him gold anyway?
Exactly.
Can you pull a card out from?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, you shoot the guy in the back of the head, his head explodes, spray of blood goes out in the opposite direction, sprays all over the gold that's been exposed inside the chest. As the blood hits the gold, it starts to boil and fizzle.
What in tarnation?
I'm gonna back away from the chest and stumble over.
Some devilness going on here, boys.
Your lucky coin as you stumble over falls out your pocket and it lands heads up.
Alright, I'll roll it. I find someone's wallet.
Yeah, you fall backwards on the ground, your hand stretches out and there's someone's wallet.
Lucky day! Forgetting about the weird magic that was happening.
Where'd you get that?
It was just on the ground here.
What in tarnation?
Oh, I think this might be your wallet.
My wallet.
I'm gonna sneakily take some money out of it before tossing it back to him.
I don't think he had any money.
Well, joke's on you, boy, because I ain't never had a wallet.
Well, you got one now. Too bad it's empty.
Of course we ain't got no money. That's why we's outlaws. That's why we're stealing the shit.
I like how
What do you do about this
finding a
gold?
wallet just
What
finding
else?
a wallet just made us completely forget about the weird magic shit that was going on.
No, I'm actually the guy that he just executed. I'm gonna like grab his hand and have him like just kind of lay it on top of the gold and see if that does anything weird.
So the blood that lands on the gold fizzles and bubbles and boils and evaporates to nothing. And you drag the dead body over and place his hand on it. Are you like, how are you holding him when you do this?
I definitely don't want to be touching the gold myself, but I'm just trying to like just pressing his like the corpse's hand against the gold. Just touching it basically.
Yeah, you're holding his hand and you're pressing it down on the gold. For
Anything
you,
weird?
everything goes black for just a blink, and then it goes bright again. It's warm, it's hot, it's humid. You're standing on the edge of a jungle. Before you is a vast set of fields and like little paddy fields that have been irrigated by a system of complex canals. There are people naked, perhaps some of their bodies painted and dark skinned, and they are working the fields underneath the sun. You can see beyond that there are stone buildings and a temple, and just thousands and thousands of people going about their business with animals and fruit. And then in a blink of an eye, you're back standing where you were standing.
You all right there?
Yeah,
What happened, boy?
I think the sun is starting to bake my brain just a little bit.
Well, let's pack.
Oh, that's okay. Just have a sarsaparilla.
Well, now,
You turn around and look at Seb, and Seb is like the picture of like death, with just like bits of skin and blood hanging off the side of his face.
like I didn't even like finish like wrapping. I more just draped my bandages over his wounds because I was more fixated on the gold.
So Jim and Jack are the gunslingers, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Seb, are you a gunslinger also?
Oh no, he's the lawman, I think.
Yeah, I think he is lawman. The law.
Well, I think we gotta pack up this gold and get on out of here before before someone comes and checks what all the ruckus was.
Do we know what happened to Jack when he touched the gold and whatnot?
He just paused for a moment, kind of weirdly for you guys, and then he sort of jumped back when he let go of the guy's hand. So what now? You know that the plan is to take the gold to the town of Sweet Haven, which is a couple of days' ride north into Utah.
Well, we can go ahead and try to split up the bars into our individual horses' saddlebags, and then we can that way, not to say we don't trust everybody here, but just in case one guy doesn't take all the gold riding to a different town.
I mean, that only happened one time. Why do you gotta keep bringing it up?
Because it happened. And against my better judgment, you're still around to bitch about it. Or to hear me bitch about it.
I mean, I gave you all the money eventually.
Eventually ain't quick enough.
So as they're bickering, I'm gonna look around for like a marshal's body that doesn't have a lot of blood on his clothes. And
Probably the guy you shot in the chest, maybe.
I'm gonna wear their clothes and become a marshal myself. Ooh.
Yeah, he's got like a navy blue jacket that you take off, and of course he's got a marshal's badge.
That boys, now I'm a marshal.
I'm just gonna go up to one of the bodies and take their pin off and just put it on my jacket instead of wearing their clothes.
I'm not doing any of that. I'm just stealing. I'll steal bullets and stock up, and that's about it.
There is a rifle there someone can grab if they want.
Is it good still? Or
The rifle? Oh, well, it did backfire, so it might need some fixing.
It's good for a club.
So do you want to divvy the gold up or what?
I definitely want to.
So what, you just like grabbing bars and shoving them in your saddlebag?
Yeah, at least try to split it up as evenly as possible. But yeah,
A few extra might end up in one person or another's saddlebag.
The gold is uncomfortably chilled. I mean, for us it would be as if it's been sitting in a freezer for too long. And most gold is obviously stamped, where it's been melted down and a date and quality and all that kind of thing on it, but these are blank, completely blank.
these gold bars look like no gold bars I ever done seen before in my life.
yeah, I'm sure it'll spend the same.
Yeah.
Reckon it might be some kind of cursed gold.
Your words, not mine.
Yeah, I mean, you look around at the field of bodies around you, and it didn't work out very well for them.
How about you three carry the gold? And
I'm a marshal, boy.
Fuck it, I'll carry your share.
All right,
seems like a swell idea.
Captain.
Just has a bad feeling about this gold altogether.
Fucking sucker.
You
So
can,
that's two shares of the gold for me.
Well, Pizza con man. If he doesn't follow his gut, then who can he trust?
yeah, I mean, you can just mark how many bars of gold you're carrying on your inventory.
How many did you say there were altogether?
24.
So Jack has 12, and Jim and Seth both have 6.
If that's how you want to split it.
I mean, if that's what you guys want to do.
There's no arguments to the contrary. Yeah, I'll take 12.
I'm just here to shoot my guns.
Okay, Jack, so you put the first gold into your horseback first of all, and your horse kind of like makes the noise it makes when it's uncomfortable, and it trots a little bit off to the side away from you.
Alright, I swear to God, if you don't behave yourself, it's just fucking gold. There ain't nothing weird about it. I mean, there is weird shit, but it's gold. Fucking not chasing you around, horse.
Yeah, I mean, from that point on, it's obedient. You're just aware that it's not comfortable.
Ah, Jack, your horse looks uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, it's carrying like 12 bars of gold and me. Soon as we spend it, the faster everything goes to, normal. Let's just get this shit to Sweet Haven.
Okay, so you load up the gold without incidents. I just want to just set off at that point.
Sure.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw!
Yippee-ki-yay.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
So you set off north, and you ride hard for the rest of the day until it begins to cool down and the sun goes down in the horizon. You'll have to decide, what kind of area you want to make camp for the night in.
Well, we definitely don't want to be too far off the beaten path, but we also don't want to be too close to it either, just in case.
Yeah, who knows when some outlaws might want to try to ambush us.
outlaws are everywhere out here, apparently, so I've heard.
I ain't never seen any, though.
Same here. I've been a marshal for about a day, and I ain't seen them outlaw yet.
Well, that's good to hear, Marshal.
Take it kindly.
Actually, that does make a good point, since you two kind of since one guy is actually a marshal, and the two of you fucking promoted yourselves.
Hey, I didn't promote myself. I was chosen by the people. They're dead people.
Yeah. Yeah, it actually might be all right if we stuck to the beaten path.
So you just want to stay on the road? Are you looking for somewhere secluded, or would you rather be out in the open so you can see what's coming?
I think we should just stay on the road, just since we have the badges and everything.
Yeah, stay kind of out in the open. I definitely want to see what's coming.
We might even be able to ambush another carriage.
Oh man, can you imagine?
2 in one day. Wouldn't
Yeah.
that be a hoot?
So there is like a rock formation on a hill just a little ways off to the west of the road. But if you want to stay by the roadside, you can certainly do that, and it's just loose gravel and the odd cactus here and there.
Any of you want some snake oil to slack your whistle?
Not me, thank you.
No, I definitely don't need the screaming shits.
Oh, what's wrong? It's just cactus juice.
Yeah, that's what's wrong. Gives me the screaming shits.
Oof.
I just take a swig and then put it back in the
I
in the
am
bag.
busy trying to mop up the blood coming out of this side of my head.
By the
Oh no.
by the time you get down and make a campfire, Seb, you managed to stop most of the bleeding, and the tinnitus, the ringing in your ears, has stopped. The sun goes down, the moon comes up. It's quite a cloudy evening. There's quite a chill on the breeze. As soon as you're more than a few feet away from the fire, you can really start to feel it through your clothes. Are you all just going to sleep? Do you want to take watch? How do you want to do this?
I'll definitely take watch.
And
Maybe.
sorry, what's your approach for while you're taking watch?
Do clever.
Applying knowledge and experience about what to look out for.
Yeah, just kind of like keeping an ear out for like animals and their noises and things like that.
Okay, so draw however many dots. Do you have a skill that applies to that as well?
I mean, I got stealth, but I don't really think that applies. Unless you do.
It could, if something comes, maybe you get a drop on it, so yeah, you can have another card for that. And if you want afterwards, you can also draw an extra card by taking a stress.
Okay, so 3 cards.
I'm only going to draw 1, so a 9. There you go, that's what you wanted.
Now I get it. Fucking hell.
Yeah, the others settle down, they get their beans out, whatever it is they're going to eat. And as they kind of like settle down, tell stories or whatever they do, you get up and start to survey the area, just checking in the distance, making sure nothing's like creeping up from behind the rocks or whatever. You notice a little ways up and off the road, there has been tracks, as if something heavy has been dragged from the road into the brush. But once the tracks reach the brush, it just kind of disappears. The ground looks as if it's been disturbed somewhat, but you're not sure if, something was standing there or what exactly's happened.
Is there like a tree nearby or something that like to look up and see if something was pulled up off the ground?
No, there's just those little kind of dry brush bushes, sort of ankle height ones around the area where the tracks end.
That's kind of weird. But I'm not going to investigate any further than that. I'll just kind of like make a mental note of that.
You turn around to walk back to camp, and as you do so, the ground around that area, the sand, just kind of like shifts slightly.
Stop. And turn around.
I mean, the night's quiet. You can hear your guys back at the campfire talking. But I mean, it's motionless. It just looks kind of like normal ground here.
I'll take 1 step back. Like,
Any of
towards the camp, because I'm facing where I heard the noise.
Yeah, you take 1 step, and you can see one of the bushes kind of just like rustles a little bit, as if there's something moving in the bush. But the bushes are that thin, you can see there's nothing in there.
You got the count to 3 to quit your bullshit and come on out.
There's no reply.
Take a step back. 1.
Would we see him over there doing some weird shit by the bushes? Just like standing there, like talking to him.
Yeah, you can probably hear him on the wind, kind of like speaking. Maybe not clear exactly what he's saying.
What's going on over there, Jack?
Take another step back. 2.
You're trying to
The
teach the environments to count?
the sand right in front of the bush kind of like goes up and down as something sort of moved underneath it.
Get 3, and I'll shoot it with the special bullet.
An explosion.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess just forceful because you're just shooting. You want it to be at 9. Yep.
Shit.
No, you did it. You equaled it.
Oh, equal. Okay.
Yep. You shoot at the ground. There's a massive explosion. Dust, dirt, gravel, rock kicks up in the air, as does a chunk of dark flesh that spins in the air and just kind of lands beside you. It's all bloody on one side and very dark, and these kind of like short, rigid hairs on one side. There's a sort of screech hiss sort of sound, and the sand moves and then just stops moving again. For the rest of you, you just hear an explosion.
What the hell, Jack?
Some's under the ground. It's moving around.
What tarnation? Shoot it!
I did.
Did you
Is it
get
dead?
It's definitely not dead, but I definitely heard it.
think you
Well, it
scared
knows
it
we
off?
mean business.
Did you scare it off?
I'll just like clap my hands and go, get! Go on, get!
Yeah, there's no more movement from the sand.
I'm gonna pick my sombrero up off the ground and put it on my head. And then stand up.
A sign that he's taking it seriously.
Well, let's flip a coin, see if we should change camp or not.
Good. Flip a coin.
Does anyone have their gun out?
Yeah.
It misfires.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Yes, it explodes in your hand, basically. Take 3 harm.
I think we should change camp. This place seems unlucky.
That was my only pistol.
Did you not pick up a spare when you had all those guys?
I
Didn't someone
mean,
grab the rifle?
The one that backfired?
if I could grab an extra pistol, I definitely would.
Yeah, I mean, I think you would have picked it back up. That only makes sense.
Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, I didn't explicitly say anything, so, you know.
It's just how the magic coin works.
That was
At
my
least-
favorite pistol.
At least no one lost their hat.
My mother gave me that pistol.
After she tried to shoot me.
These things seem to happen a lot around here. Maybe you should get it fixed.
Well, I definitely need to now. Alright, well, the thing didn't seem to react, I guess, so let's get the fuck out of here.
What do it look like?
I don't know.
It was-
Can't let the chunk that's beside me. But like this kind of, I blew this bit off.
Yeah, I mean, it almost looks like the chunk off of a large boar or something. Except the hair is a lot coarser.
Do you guys just notice how things just seem to either be really lucky or really unlucky around Pete?
Yeah.
I mean, I got a bull. I have a hole in my head. I think you know the answer to that one.
And yet somehow Pete didn't get any shot at all during that last fight, even though he was running around and
Huh.
jumping between hiding places.
Hmm.
I'm starting to think it's a good idea that I have Pete's share.
Well, with my luck, I would have gotten a hole in my saddlebag and lost it as we went.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad I got your share.
Somewhere in the
Yeah,
distance, you can hear coyotes howling.
Well, that's a good sign at least. If the animals are quiet, that's whenever shit's bad. That's when something's there.
Well, why don't we rest up and we'll head up to Sweetwater in the morning.
I'll definitely stick around camp, but I'll keep watch.
Sure. The rest of the night is chilly, but nothing eventful happens. There's no more rustling in the sand. Now and again, perhaps in your paranoia, you kind of feel like something moves in the corner of your eye, but nothing actually happens.
Fantastic.
Morning comes, sun comes out, heat returns. The sky is clear. It's a beautiful day.
What a beautiful day to be a marshal, boys.
That it is, Marshall. That it is.
Thank you kindly, Marshal.
Y'all are really gonna fucking milk that shit, aren't you?
That's right.
If someone says we're not marshals anymore.
And then I'm gonna show them what a marshal does. I'm gonna take their stuff.
Yep, because
Whoa, hang on there. President Polk named me a marshal.
I've been a marshal for a day, almost 2 days.
President Polk named me marshal. And now I can say very safely that being a marshal is hard work, alright? Now, there are
I
some
agree.
real... God damn it, okay.
You're just
I
getting
will
upset
admit
in this
I am
moment
very out of character drunk right now, so, I am not afraid to
so
do it.
drunk you have a moment of clarity.
Yes.
Amazing.
Before the eventful descent.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's a hard day's ride from there to Sweet Haven. You see the town on the horizon as you crest the hill.
I will admit I'm also trying to prepare my very underwhelming Easter dinner.
Yeah, I mean, through your fancy telescope, you can see the town. There's not much to it. There's a bar, a general store, a few homes, a little jailhouse. You can see some horses tied up in front of the jailhouse.
All right, I will point that out to my compadres, to the posse.
Do you see any of our wanted posters in town on the sheriff's office?
I will actually look for the wanted posters.
Pull cards for your careful.
4 cards.
For you, that is 2 cards.
Okay, one moment.
How would they know what we look like if there was no one left?
You need a king or a queen. Or a joker.
Because we're a band of outlaws and we've probably done crimes before.
Oh, I didn't see the queen. I just saw the 2 8s.
Yeah, there is a poster up on the front, beside the front door in the jailhouse, but you can't read it at this distance.
All right, I can see something, but I can't really read the text. Looks like they have one of those like secondhand printing presses.
What do you think? Should we risk it and get closer, or should we just go around?
I mean, better to err on the side of caution if you ask me, but I got a hole in my head. I don't know if you should trust everything that comes out of my mouth.
People are gonna ask questions if they see him with a hole in his head.
Well, he's a marshal though. He got injured in the line of duty. We need to go get him some medical attention.
You absolutely got a point. I'm gonna stroll into town because this is perfectly sound logic for a man who has a hole in his head and see the doc.
Seb kicks his horse and starts off towards town.
I'm gonna go with Seb into the town since Jack's carrying my gold, correct?
Yeah.
So I never robbed nobody for no gold. I'm gonna go into town with him.
He says there's
Actually, I'm the one who doesn't have gold.
he says
You
there's
guys
6
both
bars
have
of gold
gold.
clink in his saddlebag.
Because Seb's got some gold.
Yep. Right, I'm going to grab a drink quick, guys. I'm back in a sec.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, I'm back.
Excellent.
Is everyone here?
I am here.
I'm here.
In spirit.
I don't know about the other two.
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, so you two ride off into town. What about, fuck, Alex, what's your guy called? Pete. Jack and Pete, are you following them?
Oh yeah, Jack is not going into town.
You don't want to get your gun fixed?
I mean, no, not yet. Not with the jailhouse. Not with
I'm
12
sure it'll be
bars of
fine.
gold.
I'm gonna yell back to Jack as I ride off. Don't worry, I'll get you another gun.
Just make sure that that we ain't got our faces on a wanted poster or nothing.
We might after this journey.
So, you two guys are riding towards town. Is there a building in particular you're heading for? Jailhouse, there's a general store, there's the saloon, a bunch of houses.
Would we notice any kind of like, any kind of doctor like building maybe?
Yeah, there's a... Oh god, what are they called?
Barber.
Barbers, yes. Barbers with the red and white pillar. Which is attached to the side of the general store. So the general store obviously is multifunctional.
Well, I'm gonna find the nearest apothecary, doctor, quack, or whatever.
Yeah, the red and white generally means that's who you need to go to get patched up.
We'll take a stroll by the police station and take a glance at the old posters.
Sure. So you go up past the jailhouse. There's 2 horses tied up outside of it. You can see in through the window there's a guy sat back smoking with his feet up on the table. As your horse approaches it, another guy opens the door and steps outside and just gives you a hard stare. And he's like pulled his jacket back so you can see his marshal's badge.
I'm gonna take out my badge of authority. Say, hey, I got shot in the line of duty. I need to get stitched up.
That guy chews and spits to the side. Well, shit, Marshal. You come to the right place. Old Hank there at the general store, he'll patch you up.
All right, thank you. Just tip my hat and spit in the spittoon. All right, thank you, your partner.
Alright, y'all. And he gives you a nod. You notice that the wanted poster is for the Dowell gang.
I will make a note of this and bring it back to our point so we can get some bounties.
Is that us? Are we the Doll Gang?
I don't.
I mean, you could
we
be
are.
part of the Dowell gang, but you aren't the leaders, definitely.
Oh, I heard Dill, D-I-L-L.
I heard devil.
Dowell.
Okay.
We're 5-fingered Pete and his 10-fingered Fens.
I mean,
Albuquerque Jim is his own kind of cowboy gang.
they might be the gang you're meeting here to do the deal with the gold. So you could be part of them that way. Or if you just want, they're just completely separate. I mean, it's up to you guys.
Oh,
doesn't
we
make a
will
difference.
find out in character. How about that?
I
Interesting.
like it.
I like that idea.
being
So when
insane.
you came back to let us know that it wasn't our poster.
Yeah, after I get stitched up, I will. Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna get finished up. Okay, so let's go to the store. General stores, barrels outside, hitching post for your horses. As the horses approach, a guy comes to the front door. He's got an apron on that's all clean. He's got a black waistcoat, white shirt, rolled up sleeves. He's kind of balding and he's got little spectacles.
I'm going to approach him
He's got his
and go, howdy.
hands on
Howdy.
his hips, and he kind of wipes his nose. He's like, "How y'all doing?"
Gonna take out my badge of authority and go, I got shot in the line of duty. You wanna stitch me up some?
Yeah, he like squints his eye a little bit and tilts his head. He's like, "Oh, that looks like a nasty one."
Yeah, Comanches.
Damn engines. He's like, "All right, get yourself in here then."
Yep, I will head on in.
The general store is quite sparse. There's not a lot. There's some dried fruits, some dried meat, ropes, digging tools, that kind of thing. There's like a chair in one corner. It's not like a dentist chair or anything like, or a barber's chair. It's just a regular sitting chair. And he just pulls it out. You can see that it's got like dried blood on it. He's like, "All right, have a seat."
Okay, I'll do that.
He unwraps the bandage around your head. He's like, "Ooh, that's a nasty one, all right. Might get infected." Picks up a bottle of whiskey from behind the counter, pops the cork, and he says, "This might sting a little," and pours the whiskey onto your wound.
Just gonna hiss in pain and suck it up like a man.
Yeah, so just a slight hiss. He pulls out a needle and thread and he starts stitching. "So, Marshal, y'all here with them other lawmen?"
Nope, I am on my own. I have returned with myself.
"So you're not here to investigate the sheriff's death?"
No, I just came in after being attacked by some Comanches.
"Don't mind me asking what you boys doing out there?"
Rolling along with my spurs, coming from one city to the next. Heard about the dog gang causing some troubles here, so I thought I would get a little sheriff a hand and bring him in.
"Well, as of saying, they killed our sheriff just over a month ago. As the two boys down the jailhouse came in and investigate."
Time to get my white-hatted jacket on, then I'll bring him in and we'll get a nice good... And we'll show this town here why being a ruffian ain't gonna get you nowhere.
"What are you doing from while he's inside getting stitched?"
I'm just out there on the porch doing martial things.
Yeah, you can see the guy in jailhouse standing, still watching you. The other guy in the jailhouse has came out and is talking to him from behind. You can see across the street at the saloon, a woman in her full show dress has kind of like stepped out and she's smoking a cigarette.
Has the other sheriffs been just staring at me the whole time?
Yeah, they're just kind of watching you, talking.
I'm gonna tip my hat at him and go into the general store.
They tip their hats in reply. You walk in just as Hank is finishing stitching up Seb's head. He's just kind of giving it a dab with the sponge, and he pours a little more whiskey onto it, and then he gives you the rest of the bottle of whiskey, Seb.
I'm gonna drink that whiskey and activate my whiskey merit, my whiskey talents, and heal 1d6.
Yep.
Harm or stress.
Yep.
So / roll 1d6. I heal 1 harm.
Is there anything I can do here to remove my 1 harm?
Nope.
Alright.
Once you get an injury, you can start healing it, but if it's only harm, there's only a couple of abilities that will allow you to heal harm.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, like I said, the store's pretty sparse. You know, the guy's there, his sleeves are rolled up, his arms are all like quite hairy. But his face is very well sort of trimmed. He's got a very neat sort of mustache. Like I said, sort of thin and hairy. He'll maybe look sort of early 50s. And as he's finishing there with Seb, he turns around. Hey partner, what can I do you for?
Howdy, just waiting on my partner.
Oh, you're Marshall too, I see.
Yes, sir.
Well, I don't like to refuse the law much. He pulls out another bottle of whiskey and hands it over to you.
Oh, thank you kindly.
Just hoping you boys can help clear up this town. Fix the trouble we're in.
What kind of trouble you in?
As I was saying to your partner here, the sheriff got murdered about a month ago.
What tarnation? Who did it?
Well, at the time folks were saying he was attacked by a coyote, but the marshals investigating seem to say it's a murder and they suspect the Dow gang.
Ah, interesting, interesting. But they say it's a coyote.
Well, that was the thinking initially, an account of his body being half devoured when we found it.
Oh, that's odd.
Not really, it's
Were
pretty
you-
common around here. Critters.
What do you think did it?
He holds both his hands up, just like lowers his head and shakes. Like, just a storekeeper here, sir, trying to earn a living.
Alright, you don't hear anything through the grapevines being a storekeeper or anything?
Well, truth be told, there aren't many folks living here no more. There's just myself, Samuel the barman, little Annie over there, she's working the saloon bar, and young Billy Preston, her husband.
Ah, interesting, interesting.
But
So you don't know how the lawman search is going for him then? Go.
I
go
don't
over
like
there
to
and
pry.
have a ch-
The law is not my field. But so where are y'all staying here in town?
Oh yeah, we just got here.
Well, there's definitely rooms over at the saloon bar there. Other than that, maybe you'd be able to rent out a room in one of the houses. Either way, you're gonna have to speak to Samuel over there at the bar. He owns most of this town now.
He owns most of the town, you say?
Yep.
Interesting. How'd he come to acquire that?
Cheaply, I would think. When the gold dried up, most folk left.
Oh, y'all used to be a mining town, huh?
Yep. Old mines, 2-3 miles, just northwest. There's a cabin out there. It used to be Old Willie's. He's gone now.
He move away or he pass on?
He made with an unfortunate accident.
Ow. Forgive me for intruding, but what kind of accident? If you know.
Well, we don't know the particulars, but I do know his body was found half devoured coyotes again.
Okay, that seems to be a kind of a reoccurring occurrence around these parts then, eh?
You leave a body outside for a few hours, that's what's going to happen.
Oh yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Coyotes do like dead things.
He gives you a strange look when you say that.
I know a thing or two about coyotes.
He looks at his watch. And he's like, well, if you boys don't mind, I got some cleaning to do. Unless you want to buy something.
Maybe we'll be back. We'll be back. We're gonna go over there. And we're gonna go.
All right, y'all have a good day. You two guys standing outside of town. What are you doing while they do this?
Well, I was just flipping my coin and I got a convenient animal attack, so I don't know how it would work in this situation.
Convenient animal attack.
Yeah, because evens are supposed to be good and odds are bad.
Okay, so whatever you are doing while you're standing outside of town, you see two wild dogs, not coyotes, wild dogs, tearing at the carcass of a goat.
Oh, ain't that just the darndest thing?
They
Yeah,
see it
I
or
see
we see it.
They see it because they're outside the town.
Okay.
So, Jack and Pete.
Well, it's a good thing it's not, it's not us they're chewing on.
You think maybe we should head into town and we won't have to worry about it yet?
Guess so. Just keep an eye on saddlebags, make sure nobody snoops around.
Of course.
Probably head to the saloon, get us a drink.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just head into town and go to the saloon.
Okay.
I'll hide I'll make sure to hide the marshal bag inside the saddlebags.
You two are
Don't want-
entering after those two. You just can see everyone out in the porches kind of watching what was going on. And maybe you two guys are coming out of the store as they two come into town.
No, I am still stitching my ass up.
As you guys come into town, there's two guys outside the jailhouse. There's the woman in the full dress with long curly black hair. She's standing smoking outside the saloon. And you can also see that there's a young man a few doors down watering horses.
Is he near our horses?
No, he's further down the street.
Okay.
Well, ain't this just the quaintest hellhole you ever did see?
No,
Maybe I should.
There you go.
What do you think, Jack? Should I rustle up some customers? Try to sell my swill to them?
As long as I don't have to be standing right beside you. Or help you.
you just bust out a stall or a shop or what?
I just set up a little tent on the side away from one of the buildings and have my horse as the back part holding it up.
Sure.
Little
As
shelf.
you're doing that, one of the guys, the younger one from the jailhouse, comes walking over to you. Blue denims, brown waistcoat. You can see his marshal badge quite clearly.
Well, howdy there, Marshal. Looking to buy some of my tonics and tinctures?
I'll have a gander if you're selling them. I was just wondering What you folks doing around here? Middle of nowhere.
Well, I just go where the wind takes me.
Says you're a bodyguard here, and he nods over at Jack.
I suppose you can.
For as long as he pays me, anyways, sir.
So is Jack actually like a goblin the way he's depicted?
I mean, I just picked the picture just because it's what I had, but I mean, if he can be, sure.
It's weird best sense, so we could have odd stuff, yeah.
Alright, sure, fuck it, yeah.
Most folk don't take kindly to those greenskins.
Well, you know how it is. You always meet the strangest folks out in the wilds.
Distrustful they are. Treacherous, some might say.
Well, you know what they say. You can trust someone as far as you can throw them, and I can throw them a lot farther than I can throw most people.
Oh.
He laughs and pats you on the shoulder. He says, "You know what? You're alright, mister. What are you selling here?"
Well, look, do I looking at him? Do I notice anything odd about him, or any like injuries or whatnot that I can exploit?
You can pull cards for careful if you want.
Would intuition help?
My god, yes, you can have a card for intuition. I'm drawing so fucking high.
So if I have 0 doubts but I have intuition, would it just be 1 card?
Yes.
I noticed nothing wrong. Nothing.
No, he's handsome, young, square-jawed. He looks the picture of health.
Alone.
Well, you young man seem like you're in perfect health. But if you want to keep it that way, how about this here medical miracle made from all natural plants and herbs I found out in the desert.
What's it do exactly?
It'll make your hair shinier. It'll help clean your teeth. It'll put a skip in your step like never before.
Where is he setting up a shop to where we are at the general store?
It's like across the street and down a bit.
I imagine he just sort of parked it like in like a small alleyway between 2 buildings or something.
That's just cocaine and cactus water.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a one-street town.
I just did it as like I'm seeing like right, but I guess I would because I have okay, never mind.
So he picks up one of the little bottles and sort of like shakes it, looks at it, and tries to smell it. Yeah, sure, I'll take one. How much?
That there for a fine marshal like yourself, it'll be I'll say $2.
$2?
I don't know how
this?
much how prices things.
Like cents.
Oh, how about $1? All you need is just a swig a day, and it'll keep all that ails you away.
Tell you what, give me 2 of them and I'll give you $1.
Sounds like an excellent deal.
He pulls out a small stack of notes and gives you $1.
But I noticed
Is
a
he,
small stack of notes.
You can see him buying some, yeah.
Does he drink it there, or try any of it?
Yeah, he's going to pop it open, smell it. What's it smell like?
It's cocaine and cactus water.
Right, okay. Trying to think what that would smell like. Yeah, so he winces a little bit of the smell when he looks at you, and then he looks at the bottle, and then he shrugs his shoulders, and he like drinks like half the bottle.
All right, I'm gonna shake his hand on a fine sale, and while he's shaking my hand, I'm gonna try to pick his pocket.
God damn it, I was gonna do it too.
I was gonna rob him.
Would dexterous just make it so it's an automatic success?
Yes. Yeah, he
Well, it's
swigs it, you shake his hand at the same time, and your other hand goes in and just like slides his stack of money out.
Well, it's a pleasure doing business with you, Marshall. Have a fine day.
Quite an aftertaste to it.
It's got a kick like a mule.
Yeah, I mean you can see his pupils dilating almost straight away.
Yeah, he's gonna be a little out of it. He's not gonna notice his wallet's gone, or at least for a little while.
Yeah, he walks away like licking his gums as he goes. You can gain $18.
Golly! The fuck are they paying these guys for?
Well, they gotta pay him enough, or else they'll end up paying them as bandits.
Yeah, but for a piece of shit hellhole like this, fucking hell.
I mean, my money on it's one of them two that killed the sheriff. Tried to pin on the Doll Boys.
Probably exactly what it is.
All this while, the woman standing smoking at the saloon pulls out a fan, is just softly fanning herself, watching you all.
I'll tip my hat.
As she throws you a cheeky smile.
Hey Pete, you good?
Course. Ain't nothing gonna get Pete down.
Fantastic. All right, I'm gonna make my way over.
I'm gonna slip him some money. Slip you some money on your way over.
Shoot, all right.
How tall is Jack?
Not very, like 5
5
feet
feet.
maybe is generous. Yeah.
Okay, so she's a little bit taller than you, probably by about 5 or 6 inches.
Awesome.
I gave you like $3 as you walked past.
As you're like walking up to her, the entrance to the saloon, she reaches out a hand. She's got these long black gloves on. Pleased to make your acquaintance, sir.
Jack. My friends call me Jack. My pleasure is all mine, ma'am.
Yeah, she like starts playing with the tug of your jacket, and it strokes one of your long ears. Well, Jack's a lovely name. What brings you
Thanks.
here? What brings you all to here to Sweet Haven?
Oh, just passing through.
Well, lucky me. Do you want to come in and get a drink?
Hell yeah.
She turns around a little too quickly, and she says, "Red wine for me, please."
What'd she say?
Red wine for me, please.
Oh, okay. Again, I've never had wet red wine before, but I'll try anything once.
She puts her fan up so she's kind of covering half her face and coyly looks at you and says, "I bet you do." Inside, there's the burly barman, white shirt, black waistcoat. He's got thick, raggy kind of brown hair all over his head, very unkempt looking, very hairy arms again, and a big thick beard and moustache. He looks as if he's drank more of the booze behind the bar than he has served it. You can kind of like smell the stale alcohol as you enter the saloon. Besides him, the place is empty. The tables, some of them look kind of dusty. There's 2 near the entrance that look like they've been wiped and kept clean. Other than that, there's a stairwell, and you can see there's a balcony for an upper floor, and there's like 4 doors up there.
Yeah, I'll kind of knock on the bar top and be like, bottle of red wine for the lady there.
He looks right away at the girl. He reaches under the bar and pulls out another one and just slides the bottle over to her. You been needing glasses this time, Annie? And she says, Samuel, don't be so crude. She says, yes. And he picks out 2 glasses and puts one in front of you and one in front of her. Is anyone else coming into the saloon?
I'm just seeing if I can get
no.
any more. I'm just out here seeing if I can get any more suckers.
I was gonna go over there and knock old Five Finger Pete at his shop.
Yes, I will go in. And just sidle in next to Packrat Jack. That is a name.
Yeah.
When the
So, Doug, I
barmaid
just-
notices your badge, Seb. Oh, another marshal. What can I get you, sir?
Bottle of your strongest, tastiest, cheapest whiskey and some directions towards the Dow brothers. I gotta take someone justice.
He turns around and fetches a bottle and a glass and starts pouring it out for you. So you're here with them other marshals, hunting them Dow boys.
No, I rolled on in after taking out some Comanches. Done heard about them Dowels, and and it is my duty to make sure that they don't continue breaking the law.
Yep. Marshals out there seem to think they had something to do with the sheriff dying.
That's what I heard.
I figure they've been up to no good elsewhere.
The only good outlaw is one hanging from the gallows. That's what I say.
Nods his head as he's pouring your drink.
I'm gonna take a look at that poster for the Dowels. Was there any photos of them?
Yes, you could see 2 men's faces that were in large print.
Okay, are any of them in the saloon?
No, it's just you guys, the women Annie and the
Oh, that's right.
barman.
You said it was empty. That's right. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Yes, it's Tim and Clarence Dill are the names and the faces that were up on the poster.
Do the 2 marshals that we've talked to, do they look like the people in the posters?
No, they do not.
Okay.
The guys in the posters are quite thin and they've drawn them sort of grisly and dirty looking. The 2 guys that were standing at jailhouse, they are very like square-jawed and traditionally handsome looking.
But I notice anybody with like a similar resemblance just out in the streets of the city.
Pete. Pete kind of looks like the Dow brothers a little bit.
I want to whisper that to Pete that, Pete, you kind of look like one of those boys in the poster.
I'm gonna take my head off and smack him. Don't be saying that nonsense.
My apologies, Pete. My apologies.
Trying to get me in trouble with the law.
Don't worry about it, Pete. I am the law. I'll have you know I am a marshal now.
Yeah, so the barman asks you, Seb, where are you guys from? Where'd you come in from? To Seb, Dave.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
The barman just asks you, where did you guys come in from? Where did you ride in from?
A little bit north and west of here. Rolled on and down past Utah and California way.
Oh, I heard they'd be finding gold up California these days.
Yeah, everyone went up there and they just done mined all that place dry though.
Yep, same thing happened here not 2 years ago. Mine shut down. Town went with it. Just one or two of us left here now.
Just one?
Well, it's myself, Annie, and her husband. And old Billy used to stay out towards the mine there. And then there was Henry Willis. He's in the jail now. The sheriffs took him in for drinking. Yep, he was getting mighty rowdy the other night.
Right around it. Well, can't be any more rowdy than these here dowels, can they?
No, but he was being obnoxious and shit. Little unjust, I think, but they made him sleep it off.
You know anything about these dowels?
Dow boys? No, never seen them. I figure one or two of them become riding in through here a while ago, but I can't say I recognize them.
Did I happen to hear that Annie was married?
You would have heard him over. You would have overheard that, yes. Unless you're too, unless you're too like deeply falling in love at this moment.
Well, love, but I'm definitely trying to flirt.
Yeah, so she's a very attractive looking woman, quite slender, a lot of makeup, very well kept. But she does look a little older, so her early 40s.
Yeah, she's warm. She's alive.
Sorry, was someone else trying to say something there?
I was gonna say, can I make a flashy entrance into the bar?
Of course you can. What do you do?
We'll go in there and be like, "Sab, you in here, boy?"
You want to draw cards for your flashy?
Yeah.
Keep pulling so high.
Ah, fire.
Yeah, you come in shouting, fling open the saloon doors, but these things are like being geared really tightly, and as soon as you like bust them open, they slam back in your face, knock you backwards, and you lose a tooth. Take
What tarnation?
take one harm.
Fuck. I want to go for the bar holding my mouth. My door hurt.
The barman's like trying to stifle a laugh as you come in. You
Go on, let it out, boy.
you alright there, son?
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah, no, Jack is like unashamedly laughing his ass off.
You want something for your tooth there?
I'm gonna put my bottle of whiskey down and say, "Sure."
He just like gives you a glass.
Oh, that's my riding bottle. I'm gonna tap my badge on my chest with my finger.
Oh, another lawman. Well, we should be safe here tonight.
That's right.
It's almost more lawmen than citizens here.
Could you three guys in the bar all draw one card?
I drew the Joker.
Who pulled
Glad you
the
guys are drawing
jack?
good.
Who pulled the jack?
Jack.
So Jack and Joker, you guys, as he's saying, will be safe here tonight. You see him and Annie kind of exchange a glance. But of course, the goblin who's too involved with Annie there doesn't know this.
What does the glance mean?
That's up to for you to
We
decide.
shall find out together in character, now won't we?
Yeah.
So, y'all looking for somewhere to stay tonight?
I got me a tent, but I could probably get a room if y'all have room.
Yeah, I got plenty of rooms. Nobody's using them these days. And he looks at Annie. a little more obviously this time.
Yeah,
Although
I could definitely use a nice warm bed to snuggle up in.
But Annie just sort of
Annie
giggles
just
behind the
staring
fan. Yeah, she just giggles behind her fan as you say that. And like pours her, you're guessing her third glass of wine already?
Holy shit, I ain't even started on my first. What the fuck? Well, no sense letting her get ahead. I'll chug my glass of wine.
But she's like strokes your face and she's like, you need to slow down there, you need your strength.
Oh no, I got plenty to spare, love.
Barman says, you know, there'll be a dime for the night for each of you.
But I only got 2 nickels.
What's a nickel? 5 cents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
I thought that, but I was like, I don't actually know what a nickel is.
Yeah, I actually forgot.
A nickel is 5 cents.
Yeah.
A penny's 1 and a dime is 10.
Well, I know a penny, yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Yes.
While they're in the bar, can I want to look around the abandoned houses, see if I can find the one where the Doll Boys are hiding out.
Okay, so you're going to start walking down the street, looking at the houses. As you're walking down the street, you pass the young man. He looks to be sort of early mid-20s, short blonde hair, quite muscular toned. He finishes, you know, watering the horses, and he gives you a nod and a wave as he passes you, as he heads towards the saloon.
Does he look familiar to me at all? Like I would know him from a
From a certain collection of people? No.
yeah. Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll just nod back and keep walking down, looking if I can find the sign where they're waiting.
Yeah, I mean, you look through the street, the houses, some of them are boarded up, most of them are just kind of empty. You peer in through the window and a lot of them are barren. Some of them have furniture that's covered in dust. There doesn't seem to be anyone in any of these buildings.
They must not have gotten here yet. I'm gonna go into one of the buildings that are boarded up and just draw just use my knife to draw a DW hidden on the right above the door.
Okay.
Let them know that's where I'm hiding.
Sure. You guys are in the bar. This young man comes in, you know, after a few moments. And as he does, you kind of turn around for a second. Annie quickly finishes her glass of wine, puts it down, and puts her fan down on the counter as well. And she opens up her arms. She's like, "Billy, my love," and she like runs over to him. The two of them embrace.
I'm gonna let out a chuckle.
It's Billy. I was just telling these fine gentlemen about us here in the town. And he kind of gives the three of you a look over with a bit of a growl.
I instantly put 3 feet distance between me and Annie.
Well, she's over the door embracing her husband, so.
I still take 3 feet away.
She like leads him by the hand past the Seb and Pete. Sorry, Jack. Oh, God, not Jack. Jim. It takes,
Albuquerque Jim.
yeah, and then comes over to Jack, and then, you know, points at him. This guy is like 6'6", so he towers over you, Jack.
Swear to God, I had the purest of intentions.
Like, this is my friend, Jack. And her husband just puts out his hand, it gives you a smile that's kind of half-hearted. It's like, pleased to meet you.
I'll slowly take his hand and shake.
Yeah, his hand is like twice the size of yours easily. Hairy knuckles, sort of, you know, thick blonde hair. And he has a very firm, strong grip. You can see the muscles bulging in his forearm as he like shakes your hand. And after that, he turns to his wife and says, "Well, Annie, I've got work to do. You be good here, all right?" And she goes, "Of course I will." And then she pecks him on the cheek. And he gives you all that look over once more, a little longer stare at Jack, and then he turns around and leaves the bar. Samuel, the barman, pulls out more glasses and starts pouring more drinks. Yep, Billy there's a good boy. You'd be able to do true by him, Annie. And she sort of just paws, waves at him, and resumes her seat next to Jack.
Well, alrighty then.
She puts her hand on your lap and says, "Oh, don't worry about him."
Nope, I'm just making some mental notes. Namely, to keep my gun close by.
Oh, you won't need to do that with Billy. He understands how things have to work here.
How they have to work?
Of course, darling. I have to earn a living somehow.
You know that's a very fair point. Happy to be some big fancy words.
She just smiles and laughs a little bit. She says, "Samuel, can you take another bottle up to the room?" And he gives you a look, Jack, as if, are you going to be paying for this?
I make no attempt to pay for it.
Okay, so the bottle just sits on the counter between the two of you. Annie snatches it up in one hand and then takes your hand with the other and starts to lead you away upstairs.
I definitely do not resist.
So the two of them go up the stairs into one of the rooms and the door closes. Do you guys in the bar want to do anything else?
Once I get my room, I will be setting up a booby trap pointed towards the door, where if somebody opens it up, they're gonna be shot, and I'm gonna make sure I have my knife right next to me.
Love it. Okay.
And then Pete's just out there setting up shop in an abandoned house. Just,
So Pete, you're going to stay in an abandoned house on your own, yeah? Without going into the saloon tonight?
yeah, I just tried to make sure that no one saw me go into this house.
Okay. Seb, you're going to go up into your room and set up a booby trap.
Yep.
Do you want to take the room at the front of the house or the back?
I'm gonna say the back.
Yeah, so out the back you can see where they dump the garbage, you can see the outhouse, and then you can see the brushlands out beyond that. Occasionally you can hear giggling and thumping from the room adjacent to you where Jack and Annie are.
I am not gonna think about it. Because some things are better less not to think about, because green is mean and green is best.
What about you, Jim?
I was gonna leave the saloon and go look for old Five-Fingered Pete and see how his business is doing.
Sure. Do you want to buy a room or you just buy a room and then come back later?
Well, I need to go find somebody with the money because Albuquerque Jim has an empty wallet.
Okay.
And he ain't never had a wallet before, so he doesn't really know what
Sure.
he's
the
talking
barman,
about with 10 cents.
Yeah, well, the barman says, the room will be waiting for you when you come back. Maybe raises an eyebrow if you tell him that you don't have any money.
I'm not going to tell him I don't have any money.
Alright, okay. Yeah, you step out of the saloon, and the two guys that were standing out at the jailhouse aren't there anymore.
Would we all know about Five-Finger Pete's thingy scratches on the door?
I guess if you spend any time with them.
Okay, I'm going to walk around and look for old Five-Finger Pete because I noticed his shop is not set up in the streets anymore.
Yeah, you just see his horse poking out from behind one of the houses. It's all boarded up windows and stuff.
By this time, Pete, you've explored this house. It's got an upper floor where there are 2 rooms, and there's one just large room down the bottom. Half of it is like the kitchen. It looks like it's been abandoned for quite some time. There's not a lot of furniture. It's quite laden with dust. But something that is kind of like odd about it is all around the rear door, it looks as if that door has been replaced because it looks newer than the rest of the room.
Does that door lead outside, or does it lead somewhere else?
Directly at the back, which again is just like an outhouse and then barren lands beyond.
I'll move some of the furniture into the front door and set up by the back door.
Yeah, I think after a time, Jim will track you down and find what house you're in.
I'm gonna make an entrance.
Well, if you push on the front door, he's got all the furniture piled up behind it.
Oh.
Hearing him push out the back door, I'll go to one of the windows and whisper to come around back, make sure no one sees you.
What in tarnation?
I saw you didn't take a second skill problem.
Huh? I did.
No, you've got ability, you didn't take a second skill.
Oh, you get 2 skills?
Yeah.
Start with 2 for your class. What are the skills? Are the skills the...
No, you start with 1 class skill, and then you get to pick a skill from that list.
Yeah, there's a list at the bottom of the classes page.
Oh. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I was just looking if you had intuition or awareness.
Awareness would probably be good for my character.
Okay, draw 1 card for me. Yeah, if you're going around the rear of the building, yeah, you can see all these deep grooves around the doorway, as if something had been like tearing at the wood around it. Maybe like a bear or something similar.
You noticed that, Pete?
Nah, I didn't check around back yet. Something's wrong with this town, though.
Something's wrong in this house you're in.
Something's wrong with all these houses.
What you mean?
Half of them are abandoned, but it looks like there was no struggle inside of them.
I think we might have werewolves in this town. I'm gonna be honest. I've dealt with them in the past, so I carry these here silver bullets.
That explained why the boys haven't shown up yet.
I took halfway through this town before I figured out what my special ammo to be, but I figured it out.
Yep, it's fine.
What did you say their names were, Dark?
Well, I mean, you'll know there are 3 brothers. Tom and Clarence are the 2 eldest, Tom being the leader. Clarence has a reputation for being like the psychopath. The youngest brother is Mike. He's red hair and he's a bit of a hothead. And then there's 3 other members of the gang, Jesse, Virgil and Frank.
Well, someone was supposed to meet us here, but it looks like there's either someone found them first or something spooked them out.
Heard about this mine out the way. I reckon maybe we go check it out.
Thinking they might be hiding there?
Something might be hiding there. It might not be them, but it might be something that's making this town weird. Because all these town folk all acting all weird. Could I mention to him that would I have noticed them glancing when I entered the bar earlier?
If you want to, yeah.
I noticed that Mrs. and the bartender kept glancing at each other in the old saloon earlier. Kind of when I thought stuff was getting kind of weird around these parts.
Yeah, and the sheriff or the marshal had a bit too much money on him for normal.
How much money he have?
He had like a full $20. It's crazy.
Hey, I got 6 bullets. I reckon we go over there and So what else I got hiding in that police station?
Well, no reason to go in shooting. I'm sure that I can get in. Would I have swiped his key while I got the wallet? Or no, he probably would have noticed the key before the wallet.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that we can find a way to get into the jail there.
You want to check that out first, or you want to go check out the mine first? It's up to you. But I reckon if we go to the mine, we should probably go get them out the saloon. But I know old Jack is preoccupied right now, and I don't know what old Seb's doing. I think he's rented a room as well. I think I want Marshall here.
Then I have a great idea.
Let's hear it.
How about you bring me to the jail and I'll
Oh, you
see
want me to
what-
arrest you?
Exactly.
Well, I ain't got no handcuffs, so how are we gonna do that? I kinda stole this marshal badge. I'm not actually a marshal.
What you don't say.
What? I thought you knew. Oh, you're a marshal too? I forgot. My bad, Marshal.
It's like listening to the Two Stooges, man.
It's really great. I love it.
All right, let's just go to the jail, see what happens.
Hey, I'll just bring you in there without the handcuffs, and we'll see what happens. You can try to sell them some of your fancy waters.
Oh, don't worry. If they if the one I sold one to shared, they'll be having a right old time right now.
Oh, all right then. Let's go check it out then. Let's just go to the old police station, I guess.
Dark, did the one sheriff share the cocaine water?
You guys make your way over to the jailhouse, and as you're approaching, you can hear the two guys inside talking like non-stop over each other in a very excited, animated conversation.
Well, sounds like we can just walk in. They probably won't even notice us.
All right then, let's do it.
I'll just go up to the jail and open the front door.
Yeah, the two guys like turn around, still like having their conversation as they turn around to look at you both. You can see the older guy, he's like chewing tobacco and furiously chewing it like as he's like talking.
Just tip my hat to them, marshals.
Marshals? Other marshals?
They both stand up at the same time and knock over their chairs as they do so. You can see like playing cards laid out on the table in front of them.
Are you boys playing some cards?
Yeah, you boys won a game?
I am always up for a game of cards.
Pete here is a master at the card game.
They don't call me Five Fingered Pete for nothing.
The young guy immediately launches into a long, just like spiel rant. The words just like spilling out of him as he talks about his whole experience, how he learned cards from his dad here, how him and his younger brother would play it at the weekends, before and after church, and how their mother didn't approve of it.
Would I notice anything when I enter the police station?
So there's two jail cells. One of the jail cells is locked closed. You can see there's someone in there on a bunk, just sort of like lying on it with the pillow over their face.
Hey boy, how you doing in there?
I was doing fine till these two fuckos started talking.
Yeah, that's my special mixture at work.
You got another one that'll maybe shut the fuck up?
Oh, I have perfect thing. Hey boys, look over there. And I'll just point to the wall behind them. Do they turn around?
Yeah, they both turn around.
I'm just gonna hit them both in the back of the head with my cane.
Okay, how many points you got in sneaky here? 2.
I have 2 points in sneaky.
And 1 for deception, so pull out 3 cards.
And I'm guessing the cocaine. Oh, Joker.
Okay, yeah. You smack 1, smack 2. Hard enough for them to like hold their head and lean over like, ah, what the fuck?
Oh, it must have been a fly. Sorry about that, boys. You know, I heard there's something great happening outside. Why don't you two go check it out?
The young one turns as if he's going to go out, and the older one just like puts his hands on his chest and goes, "Wait on a second there, Billy. Who are Marshall?" And he points at you, Jim.
Yes, sir.
Who is this guy?
How you doing? Oh, this here is Pete. I met him a few other times. I've ran into this cat a few times.
So y'all
He's just-
know each other?
Well, over the years, I kept running into him in random towns, and I've came to know him. He's a good person.
I go where the wind takes me.
He's still like rubbing the back of his head at this point. He seems to have like forgotten that happened.
Is he connecting dots that he probably shouldn't?
He's definitely kind of like, obviously wondering what you're doing, and he's like, how can I help you, Marshall? What y'all doing in here?
Well, you two just invited me for a nice game of cards.
I wasn't
And I
talking to you, salesman. He points at you again, Jim.
Well, he was coming over here to see how you guys were holding up about the water he sold y'all earlier. He was telling me he made a sale here earlier, and then he said it was the Marshalls. So I was like, "Oh, well, come on, Pete, we go check on him." Because in one town, sometimes people drink too much of his water, and they just die.
I'm gonna take my head off and smack him. You're not supposed to tell him that.
Hey, well, they're other Marshalls. They gotta know.
I suppose you're right.
Die? As in lethal?
Too much medicine can be bad for you.
Well, and they both look at each other nervously. How much is too much?
Oh, like a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
look-
bottles.
I'm gonna look behind him and is the bottle empty?
Both bottles are empty.
Well, about a full bottle. You two boys might have to go see the barber.
Ah, shit. I knew my heart felt like it was racing.
Yeah, you're only supposed to take about a sip a day. Hurry up before you get them that super diarrhea.
Diarrhea?
Alright, get up on out here, boys. Go get some help.
The two of them, like, stumble over each other as they try to rush out the door.
Works every time. While he's running
Is this-
past, I'm gonna grab his key.
The guy that's sitting in the cell is now, like, sitting upright on his bed. He's got quite a short beard, but it's very unkempt and fuzzy looking. Kind of like dark brown hair. He's sitting in just sort of like red long johns and nothing else.
Is this one of them, Pete?
Is he one of them?
He is not one of them.
Well, you look like you've been having a fun time in there. How about we get you out and get you something to drink?
He tilts his head and he kind of looks at you quizzically and he sniffs the air. Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. You sure them marshals won't mind?
Oh, don't worry. They will not remember anything for the last or the next week. They drank way too much cocaine.
Rubs his nose as he stands up. Says, "Alright then. I'm not going to say no."
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they both have a heart attack on the way to the doctor.
Okay, just unhook the key that's like hanging on the wall.
Whoa, wait a minute, Pete. I reckon this guy. You got any money?
He's in a jail cell. Where is he gonna keep money?
All right, you're right.
Let's go check the safe, though.
Oh yeah, that's a capital idea.
There is
You
a
know-
small safe at the rear of the jailhouse.
All right, let's get this thing open. I'll use one of my tools, or see if one of the keys works.
Yeah, I mean it's not very advanced for an experienced person with your abilities. You're able to, crack it open within a couple of minutes.
And that's one tool use.
Yeah.
What's in there, Pete?
There's
Let's-
a belt with a 6-shooter and bullets, which the occupant of the jail cell informs you is his. It was confiscated from him.
What's yours, boy? It's mine now.
You already got an iron. Who knows? This boy might be able to help us. I'll toss him his gun.
There's a sheriff's badge.
Always useful. Just put it in my pocket.
And there's a warrant, or separate warrants, a stack of them, for members of the Dill Gang.
Do I happen to see a picture that looks very similar to myself?
Yes, there'll be one of those in there.
I'm gonna shred that up and hand in. I'm just gonna shred all of them up.
That look like you, Pete.
Well, you don't say. Why do you think I ripped it up? People always thinking I'm part of the Dow Gang. Can't have that and be a legitimate businessman, can I?
No, sir.
There's also 2 death certificates. One for the former sheriff. God, what's his name?
I don't think you said his name.
Tom Lowry. And one for Willie McIntyre. They're both written down as natural deaths as a result of coyote attack.
I'll be right back.
Well, that sounds very strange. Coyotes don't really go after people while they're still alive, do they?
Nope. Back at the saloon bar. Jack, you're having the time of your life. This woman is wild. She likes to claw your back, bite on your ears. She's positively howling with glee as you are involved in your activities.
Yeah.
And poor Seb can hear everything going on in the next room.
I will pretend nothing is happening.
But you'll always know.
There's Seb, other than the sound of Jack next door, you can hear a crash from down in the bar somewhere, glass has been smashed.
I got my booby trap in place and a hand on my knife.
Sure, you wait, but there's no creaking of floorboards. Nobody tries to touch your door or anything like that. You look out the back window and you can see the barman taking a sack out and dumping it in the trash.
Okay, not my problem. Not my monkey, not my racehorse. Wait, that didn't come out right.
I know what you meant. Not my monkey. So what do you guys in the jailhouse want to do after you've cracked the safe?
I'm gonna ask the guy in the jail cell if you notice anything weird going around. Anything that's going on in this town.
Strange around here? Not really.
Yeah.
Town's pretty dead. Nothing to do but drink all day.
What you know about the old mine?
They opened it about 20 years ago, dried up about 2 years ago. Didn't help they had a lot of accidents. Really expensive to run. They shut it down. It wasn't profitable no more.
Hey, wait, I know. Didn't your family used to own this town?
Some of it. Willis family. My daddy, he made a pretty dollar. Passed away, sadly.
I remember hearing about that when I was traveling once. He got attacked by a bunch of coyotes, didn't he?
No, sir, he died of a heart attack. Too much for my mother. She died shortly after.
Dark, does it happen to be a full moon outside?
No, but last night was very nearly the full moon.
Have you seen any other travelers coming through town? I was supposed to be meeting someone here, but
You mean them
I ain't
Dow
seen
boys?
hide nor hair.
As I said to the marshals, I don't know nothing about that.
They should have been here for a week before we even got here.
Well, maybe hang around, maybe they'll still show up. Now, if you don't mind me asking, y'all gonna let me out of here?
Of course, of course. I'll open the jail cell.
Takes a second before he steps out, and then he rubs his wrist and pats himself down. He's like, "Much obliged, my friend. Please, both be my guests in my house tonight."
Oh, you don't say. That's mighty kind of you, sir.
Least I can do.
They try to charge me 10 cents to rent a room.
10 cents.
I know, that's what I thought.
That scheming old miser.
I know.
Yeah, I got much for eating, but I got plenty to drink.
Well, as long as it's none of the swill I've been selling.
No, it's pretty good stuff. I'll be pleased to have you both for dinner.
I like the sound of that. Let's go.
Look forward to it.
You leave the jailhouse kind of hurriedly. He'll take you down to the opposite end of the street where your empty house was. And there's a house that looks as if it's abandoned, but when you get inside, there is like a carpet on some of the floor, or a rug rather. And some like personal photographs and stuff up over the fireplace.
Is there anything suspicious in his house?
Pull me one card for your careful. Use your intuition. I mean, everything looks in place. It looks pretty barren. He doesn't really have much in the way of belongings. There is a very sort of animal smell that might make you think he has like a pet dog or something, although you don't see any sign of that.
Well, why don't we get this party started here?
He looks outside. He's like, "Yeah, it'll be nighttime soon, so we best as well get the dinner on the go."
You reckon it's gonna be a full moon tonight?
Is it? I hadn't noticed. Yeah, he gets the stove started. He pulls out some meat that he's kept in sawdust. And starts giving you really cheap whiskey. Jack, eventually your stamina runs out and you like lie in the bed smoking, I guess.
Yeah, just give me a few minutes to recharge. I just need to catch my.
Okay, yeah, she's like rubbing your chest softly as you're saying this. She's like, "You take all the time you need, darling. Let me just, sort out our arrangement." And she like picks up your pants and starts like going through them.
Joke's on you. I only have $3. Courtesy of Pete.
Yeah, she pockets the $3 and starts putting her clothes on. I'm going to go get another drink, darling. She picks up the empty bottle of wine.
Yeah, Jack just like passes the fuck out.
She closes the door a little hard, and it makes a bit of a slam as it does so. Seb breathes a sigh of release that the noise has stopped. Relief. Shortly after, you can both hear an argument between her and her husband downstairs.
Oh shit. Does she still have my pants?
No, she left her pants. She emptied her wallet and left.
Oh, thank God for that. Try to really, really, really fucking clumsily get dressed again.
Sure, you start pulling on your pants and stuff. You notice that at this point, it's, the sun is setting, it's starting to get dark outside. The sound of the argument between the couple, sort of like gets quieter, and it sounds like they're moving outside and away from the building. Shortly after that, you can hear doors being closed and locked, shutters being drawn.
Can I peek out a window and see Anne and her husband, or?
He's at rear, you'll be at the side. Yeah, you can see them like from the side of the building as they kind of cross from one building to the next. He's out in front of her, kind of like stomping off and just yelling backwards every now and again. And she's just like yelling, but slightly quieter behind him. And very obviously, you are the object of the discussion.
Well, shoot. I'll poke my head out the door and check see if the room, if there's anybody, like the saloon downstairs, see if there's anybody else.
Yeah, you can see the shutters have been drawn. Doors have been closed, like inner doors have been closed over the saloon entrance door, and the barman is nowhere to be seen. But you can hear kind of activity going on underneath the platform, so presumably there's another room there at the rear.
Okay, I'll go over, knock on Seb's door. Like, Seb, you awake?
Who's there?
This is me, stupid. Here, let me open up this door real fast.
I'm just gonna shout. Don't do that.
Well, hurry up again. Like, there's something weird going on. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna stumble out of bed and get dressed and unbooby trap the room and come out.
Yeah, as he's booby trapping the room, Jack, you can hear like clanking like chains downstairs somewhere.
Oh, I don't like that at all. I'm gonna search for the source of the sound.
Do you want to draw me cards for your clever? Or careful if you prefer.
Clever. I also have stealth if that works at all.
Sure. Man, I keep pulling good. Okay, so you managed to ping.
Yeah!
You stealth around, down the stairs, round the corner of the bar where there's like a kitchen kitchenette behind it. You can see a heavy chain has been like set around the handles of the door at the rear of the building, and there is a hatch opened in the floor.
I have a sudden bad feeling, and I'm going to check the door, the front door of the saloon, and see if it is chained from the outside.
Yes, you walk up to the front door and pull hard on the door. It just rattles once and it rattles again. It's definitely been securely locked.
Hey, Seb,
Yeah.
I think we done got bamboozled.
Bamboozled. I knew it. Tarnation. I'm gonna check the door.
You come downstairs and walk up to the same door thinking that's because a small Jack just can't open it properly. A real man needs to give it. You rattle it once and twice as hard as you can, and it juts a lot more than it did, but it just bangs and clanks. It's definitely been like locked from the outside.
Okay. Are there any windows?
There are windows. The shutters on the inside have been closed over and bolted, but you could unbolt them quite easily.
Yes, I'm gonna do that and go, all right. Where there's a window, I see a door.
You open the shutters,
Yeehaw!
and at that point you notice that it's like getting really dark outside and the rain has started.
Yeah, wait, why are we leaving anyway?
I don't know. Anne kind of concluded our business, and then her husband appears to be a little bit miffed, but then I heard chains, and the exits are chained shut, so
Yeah, they're committing arson. They're committing insurance fraud, aren't they? I knew insurance was a scam.
There's a slam coming from behind the bar somewhere.
You know what insurance is? It's a bet that you won't burn your own place down. He just explains instead of bothering leaving.
Hey, Sam, is that you, Mr. Barman?
There's no reply.
As I pick up one of the chairs and to start going towards the window, the unbolted window, all the insurance, as I said, it's a bet. I give money to a man and says, I bet you that I won't burn my own place down. Now, I said that is an absolute scam because I am going to burn my own place down just to get the money back and some more. And I'm going to throw the chair at the window and try and break it.
Yeah, I don't think we need pull for that. If you hurl a chair at a window in this day and age, it's definitely going to smash the window open.
All right. Now, as I grab a new chair and just start clearing the glass shards around the window frame. You follow me?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'll clamber through the window, just kind of keeping my ears and eyes open as best as I can.
Yeah, two of you clamber out the window into the empty street. There's a light on in the general store. There's a light on in the jailhouse. There's a light on a house at the far end, east end of the street. Other than that, it's quiet. The wind's starting to pick up. The rain is drizzling down.
Where the fuck are Pete and Jim?
Oh, that's part of That's part of the insurance scam as well.
A man just trying to enjoy himself after fucking I don't know how many days away from creature comforts.
I actually thought you were going to end the sentence there at fucking...
Well, I didn't want to be too crass.
I mean, Pete could definitely be an insurance salesman.
Shit. Okay, well,
From behind you, you hear the barman shouting, "Hey, what y'all doing?"
Escaping? You tried to chain us in here?
He looks kind of bunched over, leaned forward, his head at a kind of lean, straight angle, looking up at you. His sleeves are like rolled right back as he comes around the bar. "You weren't supposed to leave," and his voice is a little deeper and more growly than it was before.
No, I definitely think I'm supposed to be leaving.
"No, you don't understand."
Do I?
To enlighten us from way over there.
"It's not safe for you outside." And his body kind of twitches uncomfortably.
I don't think it's safe for us inside either, Sam.
"It would have been if you stayed in your rooms." And he starts to like gargle and spit, and his teeth look larger than they did a second ago.
You know what I see? Jack. What's the difference between a target and a living being?
What? Huh? I'll just shoot him.
There you go, boy.
These are the targets and shit.
I'm also gonna shoot him at the same time as Jack.
Okay, so Pete and Jim, you guys are in Henry's house. You know, as you're like eating and drinking, he gets up and like walks over to his door and just like slides the latch to close it. It says, "Oh, it's starting to get late out there, boys."
You know, I once heard a story about some strange folks. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, let's hear it, Pete.
And he wipes the side of his head and you know, and he answers you in a voice that's a little deeper and more growly than before. "What story is that?"
Well, you see, the Dial Boys, they weren't always outlaws. People just thought they were, because they just happened to show up after a town got all the people got killed. But the thing is, those people weren't people. They just looked like people after they died.
"If they weren't people, then what were they?" And you can see his
Well-
hand like flexing out and his nails are growing right before you.
I'm gonna nod to Jim.
Can I was gonna say, can I load the bullets into my pistol as he's talking, like in my holster?
It might be a wise thing to do, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna load my silver bullets.
Well, there's a good number of things that will look like people once they're dead, but these ones, they only turned into monsters at a certain time of the month. Might you be able to guess what time of the month that was?
Cracks his neck and he turns around and you can see his face is all hairy and his nose is extending into a snout and there's all the drool coming out the corner of his mouth. "I might be able to guess."
I might be able to guess too. I'm gonna flip my coin at him. Here, catch.
Your gun misfires. Or a gun misfires.
Yeah, or a knife drops.
So Jack and Seb, are you both shooting?
At the same time, baby.
Okay,
Fuck
so
sakes.
your choice: forceful, quick, careful, however you want to do it. Draw that many cards. Plus one if you have shooting.
Careful, and which means I'm gonna draw 2.
Yeah, you both pull out your pistols. Bang, bang, bang. Seb, yours goes like straight square between the eyes. I'm assuming you're the king, yeah.
Yeah, I am the king.
Straight square between the eyes, and the guy's eyes, kind of yellowish looking now, just sort of cross each other. And he like tumbles over backwards and crashes into a table, pulling chairs and glasses with it.
What did I say? Insurance, it's a bet. It's all a scam.
You're just ignoring the fact that he's turning into a monster.
Absolutely.
Jeez, you really got fucked up when you got shot, didn't you?
So, Jim, after you load your bullets and Pete throws his coin, what do you do?
We would be kind of surprised, right? By him turning into a werewolf in front of us.
I mean, you're loading your silver bullets, so I'm guessing you're not that surprised.
I'm gonna shoot him with my silver bullet.
Forceful or quick, I guess.
Quick.
Okay, so that's 2, and then 1 for your shooting. Just. Yeah, as he turns around, he's like, I might as well guess. And he turns around, and then you fire a shot. Where are you shooting him?
Right in the snout. Because Albuquerque Jib really hates werewolves.
Right in the snout. And he kind of makes a snort, gurgle, kind of bark, kind of grilly sound. And coughs a couple of times. Leans against the front door, and his hand goes like right through it, and you can see his hands are muscular and hairy. And he like falls to the floor, clutching his snout with the other hand, and he's like snarling and roaring as he does so. Seb and Jack, you guys saw him square between the eyes. He went down.
Yep.
He's just standing in the street now. What? You hear like gunshots going off down the street.
Oh, time to check. I think that's our compadres.
Yeah, let's go.
Yep.
A massive half wolf, half man rears up from inside the bar, paws, claws up at the windowsill, and it just howls out at the two of you with its massive wolf fangs.
No, don't do that, and I'll shoot him.
You can still see the bullet hole in its head where the first bullet went in.
Oh shit!
You can shoot him again, that's a natural response.
Fuck it, why not?
Yeah, you take aim, fire one shot again. Where are you shooting him?
In the fucking face.
Shoot him point blank in the face, and the thing reacts as if it's had like a stone thrown in its face, and it curls away and snarls and spits and then looks at you.
I take off my hat, put it against my chest. I would like to formally apologize, and then just immediately start running down the street.
Yeah, I'm already gone.
I would just like to formally run.
So you take off down the street, the thing leaps out through the window, you know, the open window thing, knocks over a trough of water, spins around, and starts like chasing after two of you down the street.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Jim! Pete!
So Jim and Pete.
Would I be able to give Pete some silver bullets?
Pete has only fired his gun once this entire time.
I'm gonna say you don't have a lot of silver bullets, so you could give him one if you wanted. But then I'm gonna start
I'll just have to
counting how
give him
many you
like one.
I'm fine. You can keep him.
He's got his coin.
I've got a magic coin that sometimes hurts me more than it helps.
Yeah, so this thing clutches, you know, showing the face down. It's hurt. It's clawing its face, and then it wrenches its arm out from the hole in the door and turns around to face the two of you. And you can just see the hole in the middle of its face that's bleeding profusely. It tries to roar, but it just kind of gurgles as it does, and it leaps into the air towards you, Jim.
I'm gonna quickly get out of the way.
So pick your cards for quick. It's fast. Not that fast though. Yep, you dive out of the way, it leaps past you and crashes into the stove at the back of the room. Pots and pans go everywhere. Scalding water spills over.
I reckon it's our time to leave, Pete.
I believe you are correct.
Thank you for dinner, sir. Have a good night.
It was a wonderful time. I'm gonna take the lamp off the table and smash it on the floor and walk out.
Stop fucking around, let's go!
I'm gonna shoot him one more time in the back while it's still in the kitchen.
Okay, you want to pull for quick again?
Yeah.
Yeah, you let out another shot, bang, shoot it in the back as you exit the room. You step into the street and you can see Seb and Jack running down the street with this giant wolf chasing them.
Oh, hey boys! I see you. You also met our fine hosts.
Is that the same guy?
No, I think that's a different one.
It's Sam, just fucking shoot or run, fucking do something!
All right.
Get the horse, let's get the fuck out of here!
Going to try to carefully shoot the wolf chasing them as well.
Okay, pull for careful. Why is this not doing this? Hang on.
I'm gonna flip a coin. Hopefully it doesn't go wrong.
Pull 2 because it's dark and moving. Oh, you aced that. Take careful aim at this thing and you plant one right into its skull. It carries forward with momentum and just kind of slides into the dirt, but then it tumbles over itself and lies flat on the ground and doesn't move.
I think that's 2, Pete.
How would the lucky ricochet help with that situation?
I'm still waiting for a gun misfire.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, you're banking the coin toss? Oh man.
Are you just gonna save it until the perfect time to
until it's appropriate.
Brilliant.
Yeah, you two run down the street, he steps out, takes careful aim, shoots this one chasing you both. And then as you run past the house they just came out of, you can see another one in the doorway of the house that they just came out of.
The house is also starting on fire. Since I smashed
it. Yeah, it'll be burning at the back because you knocked over the stove, yeah.
Hell nah, I'm going to my horse.
You think you're going to your horse?
I am definitely running towards my horse.
You want to pull for quick for me then, Jack? Oh, nice. You run around the corner and start unbuckling your horse. As you can see, a door just being like kicked open from the house adjacent to where the horses are, and this huge blonde wolf comes stepping out on 2 feet.
Oh my god!
What happened to the marshals who were on cocaine?
He says as he turns around to look at General's store, and you hear screams and things being knocked over and a big splash of blood up against the window.
Don't worry, she's got my $3. I'm sure she's all right. Oh god.
You hear guns going off in the general store.
I'm sure everything will be fine.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna shoot the blonde werewolf with my explosive bullet.
Okay. Quick, maybe? Doing it before he gets to you.
Oh yeah, no, all of this is quick, because I'm not gonna know. I'm officially GTFOing, or trying to.
What's that last one? I can't see your eyes. Is it 8? Oh, you got a 9 there, don't you?
Yeah, he has an 8, a 4, and a 9.
Yes, you turn around to this blonde one, and before it's time to react, you let off a shot, bang, into the side of it. And it winces and turns around and goes back inside the house it came out of. You hear things crashing and being knocked over.
Cool, that's done. Get on my horse and finish untying it and get the fuck out.
As you jump on the horse, you can hear like the back door of that house just bursting open. And then 2 wolves, one blonde, one black, come running around the side of the building as you're on your horse pulling away. What about the rest of you?
I'm just gonna whistle for my horse to call it to me to run away.
Get on my horse and skedaddling out of town.
Yeah, I feel a little whistle for my horse.
You three want to pull for speed for me?
Sure.
So one dot is one card or 2 cards?
1 dot is 1 card. If you have
I'll
anything that gives you
see.
speed, like athletics as a skill, that would give you an extra card. And if you
Nah, I
want,
just
you can
have-
take a stress to get an extra card.
I just have intuition and deception.
Does quick help with this at all? Or
Wait, I'll take another card just in case.
Yeah, I'll take a card and a stress.
Who pulled the king?
I did.
I got the 4 and the 10.
Seb, they're both standing there in the street, whistling for horses. You take the initiative and run towards yours. And manage to actually get on yours while they're still standing there, vainly whistling for the horses to obey.
Plot twist, the horses have already just fucking ran off.
My horse wasn't tied up, so it could have.
Who pulled the 10?
I did.
Yes, you're whistling, your horse comes running down the street and like runs right past you as the wolf lunges out of the door, pins you to the ground and bites into your neck. You take a harm.
Oh shit.
Lady Luck will shine on me at this moment.
Sorry, 2 harm.
I'm gonna use my Lady Luck to turn that failure into a success.
Okay, it leaps to jump onto your back, and at the same time you grab onto the horse's saddle and allow the horse to drag you along the ground out of its reach.
Oh wow, that was a close one.
Beats being in the jaws of a wolf.
And Jim, you whistle your horse and your horse comes and you jump on it.
nice.
The beast like gets up and starts chasing after Jim on his horse since he's the last.
Do they not know about Albuquerque Jim?
Oh, this one knows about you. It's got half its face mangled from your bullet already. It seems
One
to
that I shot
be
twice?
slowed. Yeah, it seems to be slowed and kind of limping as it's chasing after you.
Oh, the silver bullets not kill him?
This one doesn't seem to
Or-
be dead from them.
No. I think I'm gonna try to carefully shoot him in the leg. From a horsey.
Okay, pull for forceful, I guess.
But do you really need silver bullets for a horse when someone has exploding bullets?
Well, he did kill one with a silver bullet already.
I'm gonna take a stress.
Yeah, you lay out a shot, you get him in the front arm, leg, and the thing just kind of like spins off to the side into the dirt. You all take off out of town on horseback into the night. The bars of gold clanking loudly for those of you that are carrying gold as you go. Each clank of that gold rings in your ears, as if somebody's like banging a pan right beside your ear. And it seems to like almost like echo out across the plain. You can hear howling in the distance coming from all directions. So what next? Still
So I
two,
reckon
still 2 wolves chasing you, a blonde one and a black one.
I'll turn back and take a shot at one of them there wolves.
What approach do you want to pull?
Careful if possible.
Sure. See, this is easier.
I will take another stress for card. Son of a bitch.
4's good enough, I only pulled a 3.
Yeah, fair.
You shoot the black-haired one. And it sort of like stumbles, hesitates, falls behind the blonde one, which takes over. The blonde one looks nearly twice the size. It's huge and muscular. And it continues to charge on towards you all. Jack, what do you want to do?
Yeah, sorry. Did I miss anything that happened with my character, or we're all still running from?
You're all
werewolves?
running. The two are chasing you. Seb turned around and shot one of them to slow it down. The
Okay,
blonde
fair
one
enough.
is very large and it's still coming for you. And
My
it's coming
God.
for you. It's like on in you direction.
Oh Jesus! Oh God! Why? Why me? I'll shoot him. I'll shoot him with my explosive bullets again. Sorry, I had to step away because I thought I heard my dad like shouting in pain or something, but he was talking about his encounter with a squirrel today, apparently.
Probably easy to hit this guy.
Fuck. Is Joker good or bad?
High, because it can be as much as you want it to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you pull your gun with your special bullet, take aim, fire at it. The thing lands sort of below its chin, just above its chest, and the explosion just like sends the thing spinning backwards in the air. The front half of it all blackened. Pieces of it, flying off in different directions, but the main section of its body was just a chunk blown in its chest, spins backwards in the air and crashes into the ground. The other wolf, the black one, sort of slows down and circles back around to the blonde one.
Holy shit!
Well, ain't this just a right fun adventure?
I reckon the people we were gonna meet aren't gonna meet us anymore.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
We still got all the gold, right?
Yeah, but I think they were gonna sell it for us or give us money or something.
If you slow down your horses because you're not running anymore, I don't know. If you're running, it's clanking very loud, like I said, it's echoing across like bells. If you slow down, it doesn't clank anymore, but it positively hums and sings at a very high-pitched tone.
Oh, what the hell?
What's wrong?
I reckon Jack had sex with a werewolf.
Oh shit, she did bite me. Fuck.
There is a rumble of thunder in the distance, and you just look up and you see dark clouds. I mean, they're already gathering because it's raining, but they thicken. And the moon, large, bright and yellow in the sky, starts to slowly turn a darker shade of yellow and eventually orange, going into red.
Oh, I don't think that's a good sign.
Fellas, I'm starting to think this gold really is cursed.
I told you that in the beginning.
Nah, I don't remember that at all. In fact, I think this whole thing was your idea.
Well, yes, but at the time I did not know the gold was cursed. That's why I didn't touch any of it.
You hear the clumping of horse feet, and you look off to the side, and you see a horse running towards you all.
Is there half a man on it?
There's a saddle on it. There is not half a man on it. There is no one riding it at all. The howling intensifies from that direction.
Oh, hell.
Does this horse look odd at all?
It runs towards you all and then like straight past you.
Yeah, that's a smart idea.
I think there might be more werewolves.
I'm gonna urge my horse to follow that one and just keep on running that direction.
Is that the group? Think.
What direction is the horse running? Is it running the way we just came from?
The way you came from as you were coming into town. So yeah, back the way to where you robbed the stagecoach. It's going that direction, south.
Do I recognize that horse?
You might. You might draw a card.
It's too dark.
Yeah, too dark, too fast. I mean, it looks like it might be familiar, but you wouldn't know until you got close to it.
I think we should get on out of here.
There's a mighty deep howl, which kind of ends in a whimper, and you look and you can see the blonde wolf righting itself up, and the other wolf kind of like sniffing and, you know, maneuvering around it.
Oh my god, I shot it with explosive bullets twice!
Yeah, let's run. I'm just gonna start following the other horse.
Are we all running after the horse?
Yeah.
You take off, the howling intensifies, the blonde wolf howls again. You see it try to run, and it takes a few steps and keeps stopping. The black wolf, however, you know, takes off after you all and is chasing you. You can see its eyes glowing red in the dark behind you. The clanking, the bells of the gold and your saddles, you know, echoes out across the plains again. And that, just to the fringes of that sound when it ends, it sounds almost like a fizzling kind of sound. It becomes more and more constant, and slowly that fizzing becomes like a droning.
Nope.
Do I hear that, or is it just the other three?
I mean, you can hear it, they can hear it louder because they've got the gold on them.
I don't have gold on me.
Yeah, you do.
They do,
You
6 bars.
No, I gave it to Jack. Jack was carrying my gold.
He was carrying Pete's, not
Oh,
yours.
Yeah,
no, I
was
thought they
carrying
getting. Oh, for real? I thought you carried
Yeah.
mine.
I mean, we can say that now, I guess.
That's fine.
Jack wouldn't say no.
Well, your horse would definitely be slower if you're carrying fucking 18
Gosh,
bars
yeah.
of gold.
Doesn't mean I won't try.
It's okay though. He's smaller. He won't weigh his horse down as much.
If you think I'm going to sacrifice gold over going faster, you're dead wrong, sir.
But if you're carrying all the gold and you're a little slower, then that wolf is definitely closer to getting you.
I carry 6 gold, it's fine.
No, that's fine. I'll shoot him.
Yeah, I'll shoot him too.
Both want to roll for
Can I-
shooting. I guess it's going to be forceful to pull. A little more difficult with that.
And with my explosive bullet.
You fire, there's an explosion, it lights up the area around it. You can see the blonde wolf at the back staggering, struggling to move. But you see the black wolf fully illuminated. And you can see like the back of its head, the hair is like a long tied braid. And you shoot out with the silver bullet and miss wildly.
Jack did have sex with a werewolf.
And it was worth it.
Yes, as you both kind of miss, the wolf closes the distance, leaps into the air, and lands its claws into the sides of the rump of Jack's horse. Your horse struggles for a second, and then the back end gives way and it falls to the ground. You tumble out to the side. Gold bars spill out across the sand.
No.
The wolf growls and, you know, circles around to cut you off from the direction of the other horses.
I'm gonna stop my horse and carefully shoot the wolf.
Okay, draw for careful.
I'm going to desperately try to salvage as much of the gold as I can.
I'm gonna take a stress.
You fire again, pew, when it just like kind of hits off the ground around it. Jack, on his hands and knees, just starts like scooping at bars of gold, The wolf circles round up to the horse and sinks its fangs into its throat, killing it. And then with all the blood dripping out of its fangs, it turns to face Jack.
Now hold on there.
Does the blood seep into the gold on the ground?
Well, not yet. It's not close enough to the gold.
That's a really nice big horse you got there. I'm only a little goblin.
It like spits a chunk of horse out to the side.
I'll hold up one of the gold bars. Like, how about what if I give you one of these?
As you hold up the gold bar, everything goes black for a second for you. You can see
Yes.
a parade of conquistadors in full plate armor on the back of horses, marching in column through the ruins of a city. It is empty, devoid of people. Behind them, they are pulling like a chain of slaves, and then a cart laden with gold. You blink back, and you're in the desert facing the wolf. The gold in your hand starts to glow slightly.
Yeah, no, I that's it. I'm done. I dropped the gold, and I'm gonna try to shoot the wolf again.
As he's doing that, Pete, Seb, you guys are still on your horses running away. What do you just want to do?
Would I hear the gold falling out of the horse?
You can hear the gunshots and stuff. You look back, you can kind of see what's happening.
What do you think, Seb? Should we go back for the gold? I mean, the others?
I mean, the other.
Dave, Seb.
Oh, hi there. I am definitely sober. I assumed I was still keeping up with Jack and the rest.
You two are on horses. You're out in front, still running. Jack's horse has been pulled to the ground by the wolf.
All right. I'm going to use all my tools to take out a lasso and grab and throw it at Jack to grab him.
Nice, like that.
Should that be quick?
If you're trying to do it quick, yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. Okay.
Fairly difficult to do. Oh, I pulled terribly. Yeah, you circle
Okay.
back around your massive white lasso loop. Throw it out. He's on his hands and knees holding up a bar of gold, which he then dropped. And just as he does that, your lasso hoop goes like right over him.
Yep. I'll grab him and bring him with as we get the hell out.
Sure. Jack, take a harm as you're being like dragged along the ground.
I was about to say, like, you know, am I fortunate enough that the lasso is around my waist and not my neck?
Oh yeah, definitely around your waist.
Okay, good.
I'm assuming you wouldn't pull it tight until it got over your arms. Yeah.
Look, it's about keeping you alive, not necessarily in one piece.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Jack's just like about to draw his gun, and all of a sudden,
As you're being dragged away, Jack, you see the bars of gold one by one just into the sand below them.
no, not the gold.
The wolf, you fully expect it to chase after you, to jump after you, but it turns and it starts to growl and bark at something in the darkness behind it. And then the darkness, the clouds themselves seem to like envelop it, and it disappears from sight. That loud, buzzing, droning sound intensifies for everybody around you.
No, fuck.
There's a crack of lightning, and the sky is illuminated just for a briefest second, and you can just see hundreds of insect-like bodies buzzing, dozens of feet high in the sky.
I don't like the look of this. I think we ought to stop and make a stand. I don't think we're gonna run away from a swarm of bugs.
Yeah, you fucking stop and shoot them.
Who said anything about shooting them?
Whoa, how the fuck are you making a stand against a bunch of bugs?
With fire, of course.
Oh, hell, just kill me now.
Alright, if you want me to.
No, you fucking weirdo.
Oh shit. Sorry, real life just happened.
Oh, you're right.
My university's going on strike tomorrow.
It's fine. So you got 3 guys on horses, 1 getting dragged behind. 2 of you still got bars of gold in your saddles. Big, huge swarm of giant insects buzzing in the sky. What do you just want to do?
I like the fire idea.
Who's got some alcohol?
2 of you had bottles of whiskey.
Yeah, I was gonna throw my riding bottle.
Sounds
Got this from a werewolf.
flashy or forceful if you might draw for that.
Alright. For me or for him?
Whoever's doing it.
Alright, I'll start.
You need to beat an 8.
9.
Okay, so you make quickly do a makeshift Molotov, I guess.
Yeah.
Hurl it into the swarm. It explodes, and you can see 4 or 5 of these giant, look like giant mantis flying in the air. Just catch fire and kind of spiral and fizzle out of sight.
Well, there goes my riding bottle.
As you continue to ride, you know, the sound, the clanging, the bells from the gold in the saddles continues, drawing the swarm towards you.
Guys, it really pains me to say this, but I'm pretty sure the gold is actually cursed, and we need to get rid of it.
You two do that. I'm gonna keep going this way.
So what'd you do?
I don't have any gold. I'm gonna keep riding.
I mean, you can ride for a straight day out here before you hit anything, easily.
Yeah, I say we keep riding.
You don't want to abandon your gold.
He's torn.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fair, if I had a choice between, like, losing the gold or not, I probably would be
I mean, if they're coming for the gold, they might just be coming for you guys. So, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
want to just, like, throw some of your colleagues to them instead.
Now, hold on a second. One of us is dangling from a rope. I don't think that'd be very nice.
I mean, we do have a goblin dragging behind us.
Fuckers, leave me. I'm shooting you and slowing you down.
So the swarm closing in on you, you know, there's hundreds of them. Each of them at least the size of a man.
Oh my god.
Long mantis limbs extended out like scything blades.
Oh hell no, I'm gonna try to take a shot.
As one like kind of looms over you and Seb, coming down, his limbs extended out, swiping left and right. We're gonna shoot it.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Yeah, you aim up at it and you go to shoot, but at this point your gun misfires. Explodes in your hand like the one did earlier, destroying the the gun in a good chunk of your hand, take 3 harm.
Oh, well, I was already like 1 box away from injury.
So, injury, missing hand.
Yeah.
You just got a stump where your hand was.
You're welcome.
And then I clear my harm track.
Yes.
Yeah, well, now I definitely don't have a gun, and I'm screaming and holding my missing hand.
The flying mantis, although it's coming down towards you and is looming over you, this explodes, your hand goes and you scream and you close your eyes and you're sure this is the end, but the thing goes right over you to Seb, who's riding on a horse. What do you want to do, Seb? Dave? The giant mantis is flying over you, coming for you. What do you want to do?
All right, I'm gonna take my pistol up. I'm gonna take my knife out, and I'm gonna while I'm with one hand while I'm still dragging Jack along, I'm gonna throw the knife upward at the mantis and try and get him. Try and clip his wings, hopefully, make it crash on the ground.
What approach do you want to roll for that? Or pull for that?
I call it quick.
Okay, so 1 card.
Okay.
Oh, you beat mine. So this thing's looming right over you. It's the size of the man. These massive scything blade arms stretched out. And you just... I imagine you're like underhand throwing it up as well.
Yeah.
The knife spins up and spears the thing right in the middle of its head. And the whole thing just like vanishes into a cloud of dust.
I'm gonna try and yank Jack up on the back of my horse if I can.
You haul him up and he's like missing a hand and it's bleeding profusely.
We'll grow you a new one. Just
The blood runs down the stump, down the side of the horse into the saddlebag, and you can see the steam coming up as the blood hits the gold.
drop the damn gold.
You boys need a hand back there?
God. I want to shoot him.
Who, the mantis?
No, the fucker that made the joke about my,
Alright, okay.
my hand. I want to shoot him.
I got a whole bunch kicking up in my head right now.
If you want to shoot him, you draw your cards to shoot him, and then you will draw cards. To
You
shoot
have
him.
a gun.
I'm making a joke. I don't actually have a gun. Because it misfired and exploded.
Oh, you don't have a spear, that's right, yeah.
That was the spare.
That was my spare.
Yeah, the swarm seems to be wholly ignoring Pete. Like, just flying right over him, flying right past him as it swoops down towards Jack. Jim, sorry.
Oh. I dropped the gold.
Just cut off your saddlebags and drop it to the ground.
Yeah, I just threw the saddlebag with the gold, just dropped it in the sand.
So, yep, the insects fly over you or off to the side towards Seb's horse. They coalesce and focus their attention. The hundreds of them kind of like as shadows, just sort of like merge one by one to each other. The colour of the mantis gets more and more golden until it's sparkling like metal in the sun. And a singular large golden mantis just like hovers directly above Seb's horse, and it raises its massive scythe and talons to strike down on you both.
Fuck it. I'll use my good hand to just like grab handfuls of the gold and just chuck it out of the bag.
Okay.
In fact, I throw the gold bars at the mantis.
Okay, and what do you want to do, Seb?
If there's any gold in our saddlebags, just shout, get rid of it all. It isn't worth our lives.
So whoever's throwing the gold, if you want to pull for speed.
Fuck it, I'll do it.
I'm busy controlling the horse, so I'm assuming it's Jack.
Alright, Jack, be at 10. You can take
I
stress
don't-
to draw another one.
Yeah, this seems like a stressful situation. Shit.
Yeah, Jack is in the middle of throwing the bars of gold off. He's holding them in his one good hand, and he raises up to kind of throw it off. And just as he does, the scything talon arm comes down and cuts through him diagonally.
Oh!
Is Jack dead?
He's
He
dead.
died.
You look at Jack, and Jack turns his head to look at you for a second, and the top half of his body just slides off the bottom half of his body.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw the saddlebags off my horse and just keep riding.
Jack, you're going to take 6 harm. Your injury is, I don't know if you want to call it split in half. You're lying on the ground holding the bag of gold with one arm and like half your torso and your head, but you're not dead.
Oh.
Oh.
But you're left. You fall off the horse all of a sudden. You're just left lying there in the gravel and dirt.
Yep, I'm just gonna kind of stare up into the sky and be like, this is a predicament.
The mantis towers above you and stares down at you with glowing, fiery orange eyes. It just stands there and just like stares at you. And this humming, singing, droning sound just intensifies until your ears start to bleed.
No, now I'm holding on to the gold out of spite. Fuck you.
Your vision goes blurry, and again you kind of black out, and you can see the conquistadors with just mounds of bodies that they've slaughtered, and all the gold being poured into a smelting pot. Melted down and mixing with the blood of the natives on the ground as it's put into bars. Do the rest of you leave him there? Do you just ride off? What?
Once I see a swarm just passing by me, I'm just gonna stop and watch what happens.
Would I notice that happening?
Yeah, you can see all that happening.
Okay, I'm gonna stop.
So you
definitely saw me get cut in half. Like,
you'll stop and
Yeah.
stare, and you're like, he's a goner, and his torso's just sort of like lying there on the ground. So he's motionless, so maybe you think he's dead. Or maybe you can hear him screaming, no, you're not taking my gold.
Who wants to make a bet that he survives somehow?
Well, he doesn't seem to have died at this point, he's on the ground.
I don't think he's dead.
just out of curiosity, how much of the gold do I have in my hands right now?
I think he had 6 bars on his horse. You would have 6 bars in the bag.
Yeah, he had 6 bars, and yeah, we were trying to get rid of it, but you know, I imagine I have at least like 1 or 2.
So he's standing there with this giant golden mantis towering over him. And he's screaming as his mind filled with these visions of death and gold being smelted.
You reckon I can hit that thing from here?
It's pretty big. But can you
Trying
hit
to
it
shoot
between the
that
eyes?
thing. Well, we're gonna find out.
You want to make a bet?
What you want to bet? What you got to offer?
I'll let you flip my lucky coin.
But what if I actually hit it?
Then I won't let you flip my lucky coin.
So wait, if I hit it, I get to flip your coin. But what if I don't hit it?
Then I'll flip the coin.
All right, sounds good to me. I'm gonna quickly fire off a shot at it.
You'll need to pull a joker. You pull a joker and you kill it.
Oh my god.
Do you want to take a stress to draw another card?
Yeah, I'm feeling lucky. I'm not feeling lucky. Fuck.
Yes, you shoot the thing square in the head and it just pings off it as if it's pinged off metal. And the thing slowly rotates its head to look in your direction.
I reckon
Well,
that's our cue.
You hit it. You can flip it now. And I just step a few feet away from you after handing you a coin. You gotta roll
Alright.
a d10.
I gotta roll a d10. I don't. Well, fuck. What's that do?
What's it for?
Lucky
Hey.
miss makes an enemy hit themselves with a ricochet.
Uh-oh.
I don't think it does anything in this situation, does it?
Well, you're just turning the enemy's attack back on itself, right? So you throw
Yeah.
him the coin, the thing launches into the air towards him, both arms stretched out to spear and cut him to pieces, and he flicks the coin. And as it dives towards him, he just like ducks to the side, just ever so slightly, and the thing flies over him into the dirt and sand, and a horde of these black, boorish looking creatures reach out from the sand around it and grab hold of it with dozens of sharp clawed hands and hungrily like pull it under the sand.
What in tarnation?
Well, that happened. Let's go see if Jack's dead yet.
Yeah, go talk to Stumpy. I mean, Jack.
I don't think he didn't like it when you called him that before he lost a hand. I don't think he'd like it now.
I don't think Jack is quite half the man he used to be.
You motherfucker.
No, he's definitely more like a third of a man.
I guess you'll have to. Well, I don't know if I can kneel down to his level anymore.
Well, you definitely got a leg up on him now.
That is true.
Jack, your heart's still beating. Your one lung is still breathing. Every heartbeat you can feel as if your blood is pumping along your arm into the saddlebag full of gold, and you kind of feel like you shouldn't let go of that gold.
And he just hears us making jokes about him being cut in half or losing his hand as we walk closer.
Yep.
Hey, you might not get a lot of gold out of this, but we got a good laugh, huh?
You all right there?
How's it going down there?
Do I fucking look alright?
Nope, not at all.
Is it hard to keep in contact with half the people you know?
And Sepulchre still has the lower half of his body sat on the back of his horse.
I wonder.
I find that occasion to stand up.
If I could just kindly request one of you fuckers to pass my ass over here, I'd appreciate it.
No reason to be all split up about it. I'll help you out. I'll go and take his legs off the horse and position it under his torso.
It's constantly, because he's cut at an angle, he's constantly just like sliding off of it. But oddly, Jack, if you like kind of like flinch or wiggle your toes do wiggle.
Oh, that's just unnatural.
Well, Jack, it looks like you're a zombie now.
Yep. So I have this feeling that I should keep my hands on the gold, right?
Yeah, as long as you hold on to the gold, you will stay alive. In whatever state you're in.
And I've only got the one hand.
Well, how about I help you with that? I'll just stick one of the pieces of gold on the ground inside of him. And then just stick them together.
Look, jokes aside, we can put together a steam-powered wheelchair that we stick his top half on.
Or we can just make a hand out of the gold.
Find someone to stitch him up.
Yeah, well, it'll be fine.
We could just use rope now.
Yeah, let's do that actually.
Does anyone have any rope?
I think I do. Might be split in half now.
Yeah, so it'll end with you three guys riding off with Jack's two halves. desperately clutching onto the saddlebag full of gold.
Yeah, you might want to end before I keep making half jokes about Jack.
That's okay. I'll stab all of you in your sleep.
And if it were a game to go on, you would have to find someone like stitch you together or something like that if you wanted to
Oh
not
yeah,
be separate.
absolutely. Absolutely. I'll find a way to become whole first, and then I'll stab them in their sleep and steal the gold for myself. Fuckers.
Is this a one-off one or?
Yeah, just a one-off.
Ah,
I quite like the cards.
yeah, I like this one.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I really dig the cards.
I like how I was able to actually make it through a game without getting hurt at all.
That is a perk.
I'm genuinely surprised that for some reason Jack's still alive.
Well, I couldn't kill you. You hadn't ran up all your injuries yet, so you had to stay alive somehow.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Okay.
I think the quick draw ability never got to use it. Yeah.
Whenever you're getting like to shoot in a fight, you get to shoot first.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I did use it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, and we never got to get into Pete's backstory about how he was going to betray you all and steal the gold anyway.
Oh god dang it! I was gonna do that. Like seriously, right from the start, I was like, "Sure, I'll take the 12 gold bars. I got no."
Well,
problem.
once we met up with the Dowell brothers, they were gonna
If,
kill you all and we'd take the gold.
if you'd gone to the mine, you'd found Billy's shack where the rest of the gang were hiding out, and they'd all been eaten.
Oh man.
I knew we should have went to the mine.
I was literally just waiting. I was like, oh, I'll stick around to see, just in case this benefits me still to stick around with them. But as soon as like I saw a chance, I would have ran.
Yeah, and in the mine I had the original Wendigo that started to turn them all into werewolves.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, but we're outlaws in this one, Dark. We're not gonna go and kill the monster to save the town. We're gonna run away.
Oh, I didn't expect you to. It was just something for you to run into.
They're like
I was,
legitimately my least favorite. That's like that always. Oh, I hate Wendigo so much.
Was the gold supposed to be cursed, or did that just kind of happen?
Oh no, the gold was Aztec gold. It was cursed.
Yeah, I like that one. The cards were nice. It was a good bit of randomness. Except when somehow people drew the same cards.
I drew a lot of fucking suits, man. That was.
Ah, like oh my god! All throughout, you were drawing high.
I think it's because the deck doesn't actually shuffle; it just puts them back on top.
No, I was shuffling it each time I recalled them. So it should have been rearranging the order.
Yeah, well, that was fun.
But yeah, I will
Indeed.
probably do that one again as a one shot at some point. Try.
Yeah, you
and
said you wanted to do it
I
a
will.
3-shot, didn't you?
Originally, yes, but that was 3 weeks ago. I got my Pokemon one coming up on Sundays now.
Ah, valid.
I'm glad I got to attend this one at least.
Yeah, I got distracted when I just got the news.
No, I mean that was going on for quite long, so.
I still like that picture I found for Five Fingered Pete.
Oh, it's
That's
not
a good one.
Just pointing at a snake oil bottle.
I like the Jack had to be a goblin.
What was that?
I like that Jack had to be a goblin.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I was just like, I'm actually in another like D&D Western game, and that's the picture I used for that one. So I was
Right.
like, yeah, fuck it, it's a cowboy game. Fuck it, I'll just use that. And I figured worst case scenario, I'd be like, well, just use your imagination. I'm a human.
Oh, next time we do this, I'll try to remember that I can be a race other than humans.
I want to be one of those skeleton people from like the Pirates of the Caribbean, like where they're like turn into skeletons at night. They're,
Yeah.
like humans during the daytime. So I thought about you said you were a goblin, but I was like, I feel like I've already talked to too many people as a human, so
I think if we do this again, I'll be a witch doctor.
Yeah.
The shaman, yeah.
I might try. If I ever am able to join one of these again, yeah, I'll probably do something like even more different. Not a gunslinger like I normally try to do.
I mean, you won't get gunslingers in a western. Like you got them.
Yeah, gunslingers are cool, but I think since I've already got a game where I am a gunslinger, like I'll just try to do something else. Like I really like the inventor one. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, you could come back inventor with your half human body, half goblin
Yeah,
body.
right.
You're like mechanized steampunk gold lower half.
Build a giant spider.
Just a giant golden claw for a hand.
That sounds very 40k. We have a lot of like big claw hand orcs. Anyway, that was good, guys. Thanks for playing. I need to go. 'Cause it's really late.
All right, have a good one. For sure.
Have a good one.
Have a good night.